Oh man. Sorry, I was eating like some trail mix and it was respectfully, dude, it was bussin'. Like bussin'. And sheesh, respectfully, all that. What's going on, everybody? Or should I say JT Owens? How's it going tonight? Honestly, pretty good. I'm hoping that everybody's having a decent Memorial Day weekend, you know? Good chill holiday, everybody just chill. Have a good time. I gotta say, right? Like my past week, cause I got that fine ass treadmill. I've just been, you know, exercising because now there's no excuse to not. And even my laziness can't top how much I want to use the treadmill. So I get on there. Remember I said this, right? I put on like the weighted vest. I put on the ankle weights. And I put on the sauna shirt. Not in that order, obviously. But it adds like a good maybe 40 pounds to my weight. And then I get on the treadmill and I turn up the incline. And then it's like a brisk walk, right? And supposedly that's like the best settings for if you just want to build lower body muscle and lose weight, right? Which is my goal. I don't really care too much about stamina, but it's more about weight loss. I want to lose weight. I'll worry about the stamina later because one thing at a time. So I did it. I've used the treadmill like 3-4 times now, and I genuinely feel like it's made a difference as far as my energy levels, the aches and pains that I have. I'm hardy, man. Like I haven't exercised in quite a long time, especially with, moving to the house and doing all this shit. But right now, feeling pretty good. And I just want to not fall off the wagon, I got this incredible piece of equipment. I'm gonna keep using it. I'm going to make sure that I get the results that I want, Ads, no! Twitch is so annoying. But no, we're here. We're gonna play some Star Rail just because I need to catch up to the story. 3.2 is out right now. And I think I'm like in the middle of 3.1, which is like, yeesh, man. I need to catch up really, really, really badly. And I always do this. I like to let the story kind of pile on a little bit before getting back into it. So I don't think there's any point in waiting to hop into the game, so let's just do that, right? It's been a while since I did this. Yeah, see, I'm already pressing the wrong buttons. Where are we going? Let's pause this. The playlist banger playlist doohickey has actually been giving me actual bangers. I remember it put on some wag ass beat that I was like, dude, what in the hell is this? On-cast music, But that's okay. 35, 12, 12, 11, 12. One day we'll max this out. One day we'll max this out. I'm getting better. I remember when I started that, I was like, oh my god, this seems genuinely impossible. But we finally maxed out Pure Fiction. We're maxing some stuff out. It feels like yesterday that we started this game, but it has actually been over a year, which is just crazy. Can someone explain why I keep pulling the stupid Magirna in all my rainbow packs? Dude, it's like that with a lot of people where all of a sudden they just keep pulling the same card. For me, it was, I'm trying to remember, it was from the last patch, the last box, whatever the hell it's called. I'm trying to remember what it was called, or what Pokemon it was. It was, I know I had like 7 Vaporeons. I think I had like 8 Goldengos. I know I may have said that a little sloppy, but like, I don't know how to say that boy name. Goldengo, however you say it. I ended up getting him like a lot. Here we go. I was a little confused as to like, wait, how do we get back to the story? This is how you get to the story. We last left off with, we were gonna take a dip in the hot springs with Aglaya, and then it didn't really end up that way. To my disappointment. But yeah. Apocalypse with Shadow is stupid hard. It is. I tried my damnedest to, beat it, but between Kafka and that other enemy, whatever the fuck it was, it just feels like your time is just drained, you feel me? Wait, did Mighty beat everybody up? Okay, did he actually beat everybody up?
These two are the mightiest. Speak up, Mighty. Tell us exactly.
Okay, he actually did. Cocolia? Thank you, yes. Yeah, between Cocolia, who has like the big pillar doohickeys, and what's the other shit? I literally just said it too. The Kafka. I'm just like, ugh. They are so tanky, dude. Here we go. Yup. So I love when the game allows you to, how you say, actually have good dialogue. And you know what? We're only like 10, 11 minutes into the stream. Let me get right to it, bro. I want to complain about Genshin yet again, okay? So here's my chief beef with Genshin Impact, right? There's this whole stupid thing that they love to do where they will yap for like 30 seconds. You mash and it's yapping for 30 seconds straight. And then the traveler will have either ... or, oh, okay, like it's some whack ass dialogue that's not funny, interesting, nothing at all. It's just flat. Like fucking week old Pepsi sitting in the sun. It's fucking whack, right? And so then you tap on like, okay, whatever, to continue the fucking dialogue, and then it's another like 2 minutes of mashing, you know? And it's just never useful. At least Zenless has a skip button. Not only does it have a skip button, which is good. Every game should have a fucking skip button. Not only does it have a skip button, it even has a recap, like a mini recap of what it is that you're skipping. And guess what? If you care about the action and not really about the story, the cutscenes, whatever, you can just do that and get the gist of it. And to be honest, that's kind of what I did. Apparently, you know, I look online, I like to get a pulse for the vibes. And people were saying, you see, like, I don't care about this. I don't care. Whatever. This is a fucking statue talking. I don't care too much. Although, like, you know, at least the Star Rail dialogue can tend to be pretty fucking funny. But my point being, with Genshin, it's like, the thing that broke me was Fontaine, bro. It was like 0 fights, 0 puzzles, 0 action. It was just go to this place, dialogue. Go to this place, dialogue. Go to this place, dialogue. If I wanted to read a fucking book, I would have just done that. You feel me? But that's not the case. And it's just like, what happened to Genshin where there seemed to have been this inflation of yapping? It was like one moment you're going around this like really beautiful environment that it looks amazing. There's fun puzzles around, like there's shit to do. And then you dig a little further and it's like, oh, there is nothing of value here. Everything is so flat and it just... When you realize that you're playing a game and you're not having fun and it's sucking up your time, it's like a spell is broken in your brain. For a lot of people, that game is Destiny 2. What's going on, JT? How you doing tonight, man? We were just complaining about any games that you can tangibly feel when they're wasting your time, you know what I mean? For me, it's Genshin and a little bit of, oh my, and a little bit of I just said it. Destiny 2. Destiny 2, man, okay, I've told this story a few times, but like,
She can no
when I was just a little jit, I played Destiny for like 20 hours, and I was like, this is boring. And then my friend gave me shit about it because he was like, yo, you only played it for 20 hours. How are you gonna say you don't like it or that it's not good? You played it for 20 hours. I'm like, bro, there are games that are 3 hours, 5 hours long that are incredible and fun. Me playing Destiny for 20 hours and giving my opinion should be validated. If I didn't like a game and I played it for 20 fucking hours, that's not a game that I like, you know? I think there is a limit, right? Like, you should play a game for at least an hour, and obviously this is like a game-to-game basis, but I think that if you... rule of thumb, if you play a game for at least an hour and it doesn't grab you, a bit of a red flag, right? But I think that once you reach 20 hours, rounding up for me, it was 19, and you say, I don't like this game, that's valid, you know what I mean? And I'm not talking about Star Rail, I'm talking about Destiny and Destiny 2. I played Destiny 2 with my friends because they very badly needed a 6-man for the raid system thing in it, right? And to be very honest with you guys, the raid stuff is probably the best stuff in Destiny 2, right? Like, when I did it with my friends, it was like, you gotta kill enemies while standing in this specific circle, and there's 4 circles, and you gotta fill up the meter by killing enemies with 4 different guys in the circle, and then you got 2 guys that are runners, and they're just doing like an obstacle course in the back of the fucking fight arena, and the concept of that is incredible. Right? I am not gonna shit on that because the one raid that I did, which was the Callus dungeon, I don't know what the hell they call it. It was the big dude that sits on a throne like this, and he kind of looks like Uncle Phil. That shit was awesome, man. It was so good. But then the part that drew me away was I did that thing like 6, 7, 8 times. It wasn't really easy every time. But then the rewards that I got for it, I got 5 of the same helmet back to back. It was what the hell is it, the Hunter, where it was like the sun pistol helmet, that it was like an eagle helmet, and it made it so that you, instead of getting like a bunch of different shots on your ultimate, it was just one extremely powerful shot, and that was it. And I got it, and I was like, okay, this is cool. And then I got it again, and then I got it again, and again, and again. I got it 5 times, and then I deleted the game. I was like, bro, I'm doing this raid with you guys, and I keep getting the same reward. That feels like a waste of my time. And then from what the stories I've been hearing around, word on the street is, that's just Destiny, baby. Like, it got worse instead of getting better. I have over 1,000 hours in both Destiny games, but I stopped playing 2 years ago at this point. Destiny community kind of sucked ass. The content being vaulted away drove me off. I heard about that too. I wasn't around for the whole like vaulted content thing, but it never made any sense to me. Why would you permanently erase content? As somebody who streams, you always want to archive or VOD whatever stream you do. Otherwise, it's just like it never happened, you know? That's why YouTube is good. But like, imagine you do a stream, and then after the stream, it's just gone forever. That, some people say that's the appeal of Twitch, is like, you gotta be there for the fun times and the cool moments. But to not have it exist afterwards is like, if you miss it, you're gone. What the fuck is that? And it, like, how are you supposed to get new people into your long time service game if they straight up can't play the shit that's in the game? You know what I mean? How does Destiny attract new players when there's enormous gaps of content that are just not available? As a healer, Hyacine is crazy. She's very good. The pre-release stuff that I saw for her were saying like her damage is really good for a healer, but maybe I didn't build her for that because her damage is not good, but her healing is insane. She almost functions like Fushuan, where it's like the moment anybody on your team gets hurt, she just tops everybody off, and I'm like, ooh, ooh. It's a very satisfying playstyle, especially because here's the cool thing about this game. They love to release characters that are like Batman and Robin, bro. They release characters that have incredible synergy between each other. You don't need to have every character in the game, and you certainly don't need to have every character that has synergy to like make the best out of them, because they even give you hella characters for free, right? Like no matter what, you're getting characters for free.
That's right.
But it sure does feel good that they release Mighty and Tribby in the same patch. And then they release an Axa who's really good with the Herta. And I believe that's not in the same patch, but like one patch between each other. And then they release Caceres, who works with Mighty, who works with Hyacinth, who works with Tribby, who works with fucking Luocha from another patch ago. You know what I mean? Like...
You finally picked up some manners.
And then the characters coming in the future are also going to be that same way.
What about you, Mighty?
But no, JT, if you want to talk about communities that suck ass, let me know what you think, because we haven't talked about this in a little bit, and you're one of the people who plays Marvel Rivals from the last that we did speak. Is it me, or is the Marvel Rivals community significantly worse than it was, let's say like 2 months ago or 3 months ago, whatever? Every single game that I've played has been a stomp one way or the other. First of all, this has not too much to do with what I just said, but it's kind of like my thesis statement, okay? So there was this whole thing about the matchmaking being made so that it's like you're almost guaranteed a win after a certain amount of time, or guaranteed a loss after a certain amount of time. And there's very rarely times where, oh my god, this was a really close game, this was a really good match. There's never good matches. It's just you're either getting your ass blasted or you are the one blasting ass, and there's no close games anymore. And they apparently, the way that they did the matchmaking, a lot of people are saying it's basically maximized to want you to queue up one more time. It's just there to have you playing the game as often as possible, I guess. Because if you win too quickly, you're not really satisfied with the win, so you just hop in there again. If you lose so hard and so bad that it's a quick ass whooping, you're just getting fucking belt to ass real quick, it makes you want to hop back into another match and be like, well, we can't end on a loss, one more, and then the cycle continues until the game decides, you know what, 4, 5, 6 losses in a row, let's throw this guy a bone, let's put him on the winning team. It's the same shit that I hear about in League, where it's like, what is it? I heard something like 30% of your matches are an auto loss because they pair you up with the worst people. 30% of your matches are auto wins because it puts a bunch of good people on one team and a bunch of bad people on the other. And then there's like a 40%, did I fuck up my math? I think it's 40. 40% buffer where these are real games where individual skill can actually turn the tide. And that's what I'm talking about. Because, like, of all the characters in Marvel, my main DPS is Psylocke at the moment, because it's just so much fun to play her. So much fun. But there are times where it's like, all of their supports are saving their ults for me specifically. So the moment I hit my Psylocke ult, all I hear is fucking, disappear! I am ready to put on a show. And I'm like, why did I roll out of bed today? I all this time in preparation just to get in. It feels like you're the only one having any influence in the game, basically. But all that to wrap around to being like, the Marvel Rivals community right now, I despise it. When I increased the frame rate on the game, because it was like a setting in the game for me because I'm on console.
Father.
It made the game playable. It made the game beautiful. It made it so much fun. And I was like, okay, yeah, now I know what I'm missing. And then because I moved, you know, I actually have better internet. And so that's helped a lot. With all that being said,
Following his
I had the game text chat muted. I was like, GT, I think you were the one who actually showed me how to do it.
only
I did not want to hear a single thing that my teammates or my opponents were saying. Didn't want to hear it.
detachments stay in Akama.
Because more often than not, it was going to be some Iron Man freaking role playing in the chat, gets 1 or 2 kills and goes, Jarvis, clip that. Go jump off a bridge, bro. That shit is not funny or creative. It was funny the first day the game came out. It's not as funny when it's day 120, 130. Like the lack of creativity, originality is just like, well, now you're just being corny and saying the same joke for the 1,000th time. Not just that, but I feel like there's more toxicity towards your own teammates than there ever was to like your opponents. And I just don't understand that. If you're on a team with somebody who sucks ass, the last thing I want to do is be like, hey buddy, tap on mic, your ass. Why would you be negative to the people on your team before the match is over? Even after too, like you're not helping the world by doing that. At the same time, I can understand a certain degree of trash talk, right? Like, if you're playing the game and you lose and someone on the other team goes, GG easy, hey, you know what, bro? You won, it was easy, talk your shit, go to the next game. I get it. That I can understand. But damn, bro. And I think that's what it is. The toxicity between opponents is one thing because that's kind of naturally gonna happen, but to do it to your own teammates is like psycho behavior. And people feel a little too comfortable saying the wildest shit to people online because of the anonymity of it. Again, if it's with people you're playing against, you know, emotions get high, I get that. But to your own teammates, bro? That's the part I don't understand. Because I was playing and we had a Black Panther who was like straight up ass. He was the reason we lost that game. Straight up. Straight up. People can lose you the game. And we had another teammate who told the Black Panther player that he should Marvel Rivals himself, but he put like a little dash so that I guess the auto moderation wouldn't flag it, but still, you know? And it's like, bro, it could be a 7-year-old, a 9-year-old playing his favorite Marvel character, the Black Panther, you know? And now you just told a kid to do that because you're upset. And like, do I regret doing that? No, I'm kidding, I'm kidding. I wasn't doing that shit, but I was looking at that and I was like, what is everybody's problem? If it's quick play, I've been mad at quick play. I got heated, all that, but I don't think I've ever typed that out to anybody, ever. I don't even have to think about it because I just don't say shit like that. I will say shit like that to my friends because there is a certain level of familiarity, and when I say it, it's a joke and everybody understands that. But would I ever say that to acquaintances? Would I ever say that to random people on my team on the internet? No. Hell no. What is happening here? I really wish that there was like a synopsis. Anyway, how's everybody else doing? My emotional state has never been so happy since I dropped Rivals, downright devious. I don't blame you. For the last like 2-3 weeks, I turned off the text chat blocker So I was like, let me see, what is everybody yapping about? There was one person who was like, please, please, please let me play Emma Frost. And then I switched and then we won. Natural, cool. That was the only positive interaction that I have to report. Quite literally, that was the only positive interaction that I have to report. Everything else was people telling themselves to kill each other. It was a whole bunch of like, bro, you're ass at this character. It was a lot of like, wow, way to get 0 kills with Scarlet Witch ult. And it's like, oh my god. We're harassing people for specific aspects of their game. Chill out. One is some quick play warrior shit, so who the hell cares, right? Two, it's quick play. Like that's number 2 is number 1. Why are you getting so annoyed in quick play? I get mad when I see my teammate doing some head ass behavior. If you're a tank and you run in full speed into like a 6v1, yeah, I'm gonna get annoyed at you because you're not playing with the team. This isn't Call of Duty where you can solo anybody by being good. It's a team game. So yes, I'm upset at that. If I see a DPS do the same shit, I'm gonna dive and die immediately. Okay, you annoyed me. If I see a support doing the same, it's always the same shit. It's always like, why'd you run off by yourself and not have the capabilities to like do something good with it? The amount of skill that I see, oh boy. Or like the other day, I was playing with certain people, and one of them was playing Rocket Raccoon and didn't heal us at all. And I was like, why the fuck are you playing Rocket if you're not gonna heal anybody? What is the point? Anywho, Ultron looks like he's gonna be pretty rough. I'm not gonna say he's bad, but he's like an alt Adam Warlock, and I think people are gonna play him wrong. There was a guy on TikTok who kind of described like, hey, if you actually, oh my goodness.
I had a dream that I turned into many me's.
Oh shit.
Moon into a ship and made the stars into our sails. Then
Uh-oh.
floated
Well, that sounds like a
Yeah, we don't know who Trivios is.
The ocean and the sky were really dark. The ocean wind blew us onto an island where the wind.
Okay, well now, you see, like now I'm captivated.
There were bleeding sheep and chirping birds inviting us to be.
Okay.
Youngest holy maidens can receive guidance from the god of passages.
Whoa. Did that just say? Okay, no, never mind.
What's wrong, Trebios?
Because on that same island, the mountain looked alive, and it kept.
Oh.
Then there was a bang, and Mama, does something?
Yes. Unfortunately, we call it the black tide.
Oh shit, she had like a premonition of the black tide.
It has no shape or form, but it can swallow.
Oh, the black.
Of course, my dear. You only need.
I'm sorry, I read this and I...
Oh, the black tide is a baddie.
The only baddie I see is on the screen right now, girl. Her mom has the same clover-shaped thingies on her eyes too.
Yanis will then
Give you guidance and help you light the way for the people. Based.
You know what? And study but Mama, you.
If that happens, then the Holy Maiden will have to be the one.
Yeah.
But one person alone is not enough.
Mm-hmm.
Are they?
They might not, but they'll.
Okay. Wow.
Am I dreaming?
So then I'm assuming Tribby is like the nickname and she's the original? Oh shit.
Dear, of course you're not dreaming.
What?
Now be a good girl and call your friends over too. Let's play hide and seek, just like we used to, okay?
I'm worried this is some type of trick.
I'm sure they will.
The voice sounds so far away. I don't remember.
Your friends
Oh boy.
chase the black.
Or maybe I'm wrong.
Is this from my child? Use the spindle to connect.
Tribby.
She's cheerful, optimistic.
Captain Tribby.
Of course you can. I think that person lives in a. There's a noble girl there.
Just like Mama?
Perhaps. But before.
I know! I named
Oh. It's like the three Tribbies. So Tribby's the Capitan.
What? It's holding
Is this combat Tribby?
years later, many.
Ooh, I can learn.
Silly girl. You're Yanisop.
Alright.
I believe one warrior hails from a lovely village where bulrushes flourish, while another comes from a magnificent.
Okay, yeah, she talking about Mighty and Finon. And then the character before was Aglaya because she had like the yarn.
In that case, let Trianne fight by their
There you go. Trianne is the
How
DPS.
could I have known the name Trianne back then? Was it just a coincidence?
Uh-oh. Alright, and then this is gonna be the one that covers her face, right?
Let's see. You need to know both astronomy.
Who is this gonna be? Is this gonna be Hyacinth?
Isn't Yanis's knowledge?
Oh, sweetie. The ocean isn't like the land.
Yes, yeah, this is gonna be Hyacinth.
It's already super duper.
Cersei's also favors children who try their best.
Or
consider
wait.
a scholar as every.
I want to be a teacher too.
We're talking about a wise scholar. It could be Anaxagoras. What's his fucking name? Anaxagoras?
If you're going to be a teacher, you might.
Jimmy the Nerd.
Trinan can do it.
Trinan, yeah.
Well behaved. Mama and the others always said that I. But now.
Come.
Why is she seeing this? Line them up. Oh shit.
Now, Trebios, set them on this music box and let.
Music box?
Ha.
You still groggy from.
It's like Trivia has a locked memory or something.
Well, you might as well see for yourself.
Put the dolls on.
Beep.
It's rotating. And I can hear something.
I thought I would recognize the beat. What if it just played White Iverson? Just Anaxagoras? I don't think that's right.
Start rotating.
I'm not even joking. I don't think that's correct.
Out of all your inventions.
I think it's Anaxagoras. Am I wrong?
Don't.
I hope I'm right. Otherwise, I look pretty stupid. Nah, I'm probably right.
I'll sing along to the tune. Happiness.
Let me see this.
Lush land by God's chosen.
Have you guys ever seen the ballerina box where you like open it and it plays a beat and it's the ballerina dancing? I'm gonna be honest, man. Those things used to creep me out when I was a little kid in DR.
Wished endless laughter upon the living.
Because my grandma had one of those and I was sneaking around the house when I shouldn't have.
And intimacy to give.
And then I accidentally dropped it, and when I dropped it, it opened up, but I didn't know what it was or what I opened up, and it was like halfway closed, so it was playing the song in slow motion. So all I heard was like dun 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 dun. And I damn near had a heart attack in pitch black darkness, bro.
Bear the weight of humanity's souls.
Oh my god.
All-knowing.
It's been a long time since I've been genuinely like scared or afraid.
Merging into a boiling
And I'm trying to remember the last time that I was. Oh my god. Oh.
What's going on?
What's this deep fried filter?
Please lend me your ears. In the black mist, as death and fate draw close. On the bloody earth, the living dead, but ghosts. What is this world? It mirrors your maze-like fate. What is this world? A silent lament without a trace. Wandering ghosts that linger. What is the future? Souls scattered by fate's finger. What is
Finger?
the result? A voyage born in solitude. What is the spirit? Lonely and subdued.
Subdued.
Lonely and subdued. And subdued. And subdued. 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 Subdued.
Oh my goodness. Check, please. No, I'm kidding. Remember when I just said I can't remember the last time I was like creeped out? It's now. That's my answer. I was creeped out just now. What in the hell?
Trivios, run. The black tide has arrived.
Oh shit.
Where can I go?
Well, that's scary. Look at the objective. It just says run, 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 run.
Why?
Yeah, Hoyoverse knows how to cook when they want to.
This is the sacrifice of a holy maiden. You won't make it to the end. Only one person can.
Oh.
Our minds are
Is she basically saying that the other Tribbies can't live?
Go. Get your farewell streams.
Cause she's Tribby, but the original is Tribios. Not the Tribbies, dude.
Are you going to leave me?
Why is this so good?
Will never leave you. But remember this, Trevios.
Oh, jeez.
All shall bid farewell to one. And that person alone will witness the miracle. Since your mind is made up,
Ah, man.
then traverse the black tide and dispel the fog for Amphorius.
The other Tribbies aren't gonna make it, dude.
I shall see you tomorrow, my dearest Trevios.
And this is still 3.1? Honka's definitely been going for the darker route first Penacony. Now that dude, Penacony was so good. Who knew that the chapter that was basically Disney World in Florida ended up being so good? Oh man.
Are we still in a dream?
Did you have a nightmare?
Oh boy, howdy.
Maybe.
It's not yet the entry hour. It must be
Whew.
this Grimnoan soldier who startled Treenan. And you as well. If you were...
Aggie.
Damn.
Cut it out with the scary talk.
I'm just kidding. If... Do you want to talk about the dream? Keeping it bottled up is not good for your health.
But Aglaya's on some snake shit too. Let us not
The
pretend.
dream itself was nothing. It's just the timing that feels a bit unsettling.
You mean...
It's Trian.
Yeah, that's not good, dude.
Even if we refrain from ever using the power of the Century Gate again, her soul, there isn't much time left.
Perhaps... It wouldn't be such a bad idea.
Mmm.
You have a point, Aggie.
I believe that...
Souls will be spent until they dissolve into dust. Once we
Well, I don't like that.
and connected body. If that body were a tree, then its trunk and branches would share the same fate, decaying at the same pace. Now, we are fragmented into numerous selves. We can choose how our branches will perish in a way that is most beneficial to the flame chase journey.
Compared with saying farewell to one person, watching many fade away is
Oh,
even more
that's
sad.
deep, Chief.
But advancing is the destined end of Yanis's trial. There's no retreat in our path. Don't feel sad. about saying goodbye to us. We have already agreed on this, right?
It won't be long before I forget what sorrow tastes like.
Okay.
After all this talking, do you remember when we first
That reminds me, bro. I'm gonna cook up some burgers for Memorial Day. You know, it's just the tradition. Make some chimis, bro. Some ground beef, a little bit of garlic powder, onion powder. Ooh. Some tomatoes, some onions, the Dominican chimi sauce. Ooh. I should take a picture, put it up on the Discord. Anthony Towns. Sinister. Oh man, Vaughn, what's going on, man? How is you? I was losing my mind at yesterday's game. If I spoiled the score to you, I am sorry, because that makes me a hypocrite. Where I hate if like someone comes in here and is like, next one, dum dum dum, suck my dick, Trae Young, dum dum dum. You know, I don't want to know that. I want to watch the game from start to finish afterwards. I found an illegal website where you could just watch all the games after they're posted for free. Don't tell anybody though. This is a secret between you, me, Owens, Vaughn, and Steely Gamer. What's going on, man? Welcome in, welcome in. So I actually watched the game last night. Oh my god. Being a Knicks fan is like putting your hand above a fire and then slowly lowering it. And then there's like a 30% chance that someone's gonna come and put your hand away from the fire.
It's fine.
That's what being a Knicks fan is. Or alternatively, it's somebody holding you off a cliff by your nuts and then being like, how good is Cat playing today? Good? Alright, you get to come back. Bad? Goodbye. It's just pain and stress. The Knicks can only win when they're down by 20. I don't understand it. It's the same vibe as when you're playing, say, Marvel Rivals or Overwatch, and your team is hot ass, and you're losing really badly, and then as soon as it goes 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, overtime. The moment that OT hits, everybody suddenly unleashes 120% of their fucking potential. And it's like, bro, you couldn't just play good from start to finish? Why do you have so much gas reserved in the tank for you to have to play so fucking good? Must have been a hype moment. They came back from a massive deficit after the fourth quarter. It was scary.
Another trip must be.
I don't understand. Ah!
Hopefully
Speaking
you'll
of scary,
be willing to help us.
it was scary because it was like 55 to 75 in the third quarter, and I was like, oh, we're cooked, fellas. And then the gap got smaller and smaller and smaller, and Karl Anthony Towns got bigger and bigger and bigger, until at one point he dunked on a guy, the dude fell on the ground, and then Cat was on the floor and he went like this. He went ka-chow, ka-chow, ka-chow. And as soon as he did that, I was like, oh, we're gonna win, actually. And then somehow they fucking just... They somehow reversed the curse and won. I don't understand. Like, Cat is either the greatest player in the league or the worst. You want to know how crazy he is? He scored 20 points in the fourth quarter alone. He was putting up Wilt Chamberlain numbers in one quarter. Cat has the potential to score the first triple-triple in NBA history. 20 points in fourth? Yes! He had 20 points in one quarter, dude. That's some Wilt Chamberlain shit. Where he fucking drops 80 in one game? Like, what the fuck is that? And then their bench did really good too. Like, Josh Hart was not a starter, but he has a lot of gas in the tank. He did great. Good defensive player. Always getting banged up, that boy. But he did amazing, right? Nothing much, just woke up a few minutes ago from a nap. I hope it was a good nap. I don't nap anymore because if I sleep past 20 minutes, I wake up feeling like I got out of a bar fight. Where I'm just like, I got all these bruises on my neck, my back hurts, I'm cranky and hungry. This is not a good time for anybody. I watched the highlights, I have no idea how the next one. Zesty Towns really pulled some big brain shit. I watched it from start to finish and do not know how to verbalize what happened. Essentially, they were down by 20 in like the third quarter, and the third quarter was really bad for them. And then the fourth quarter, Cat exploded, did 20 in just by himself, and the Knicks defense escalated. After they had like 3 turnovers back to back, dude, it was 3 turnovers back to back, and then out of nowhere, they just leveled up, dude. I don't know how to explain it. It was fucking amazing. 20 bullets in the chamber. Oh, there was a, what was it? Oh my god, I'm thinking. There was, I don't think I could find it, but there was a guy who I used to watch on TikTok. Well, it was YouTube. Hold on. Long Beach Griffey Tutor. Let me see if I can find this. Yes, I found a video, and I'm gonna show it to you guys, but everyone has to be really cool, okay? Does everyone promise to be really fucking cool if I show this video to you guys? I need to know before I show this to you. Talking about 20 bullets in the chamber reminded me of something. Something really sinister, okay? I'll be very warm. I expect nothing less from you, Vaughn. Alright. I'm gonna show this to you guys. Be cool.
Tire rotates at 400 revolutions per minute when the car is moving at 72 kilometers. What is the circumference?
This is so foul. Anytime anybody puts on the angst wig, it just, you know it's gonna be something good.
Of the tire. I don't know, man. I get confused, bro. It's simple. Yeah, it's simple for you, because you a smart dude, man.
This shit, that's my favorite part of the video, is the slow anime smile. Look at this shit.
You're a smart dude, man. I think you're more of a situational learner. How about a scenario? Okay, let's try that. There are about 60 people in this library. My Glock holds 15 bullets.
Do you get where this is going?
I have 8 clips. How long will it take to clear out this entire library? See, I don't know, like the words, they confuse me. If there are 60 people...
The slow...
What the fuck? My Glock holds 15! Let's start subtracting!
I really shouldn't be laughing, but... The let's start subtracting always gets me. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, it's good. And at one point, I don't know where, his eyes go cross-eyed. Where was it? Is it here? I don't know, whatever. You get the point. I think you get the point. I'm sorry, that's funny. Like, come on. Diabolical, actually diabolical. You're right. But when you said 20 bullets in the chamber, I was like, speaking of which... Oh my goodness. But alright. Let's move on from that. So Star Rail, right? Oh, there are 60 bullets. No. It's 15 bullets and there's 60 people in the library. How many magazines will it take? I shouldn't have said that. Let's pretend none of that happened. I just wanted to show you guys a very silly video. But what were we talking about? We've been kind of all over the place.
Having had a taste of its power.
It's only the cool cats tonight. Well, that's a very selective group. Now, unrelated to what I just showed you guys, is there a reason that, like, let me just hop on the Twitch main page for a little bit. Maybe I shouldn't talk about this. Maybe I shouldn't talk about this. I'm weak. It was a good video. It was a good video. I used to see that guy pop up. He does like a lot of skits all the time. It hasn't really popped up on my shit too recently, so I don't know if he just stopped or what, but on the topic of like content creators and all that shit, have any of you guys caught anything from the whole streamer university thing? I kind of want to talk about it a little bit, but I want to talk about it very carefully because I don't want to go from criticism to like straight hater energy, if that makes sense. Where I have some thoughts on it because I was interested in the concept and it was something that I wanted to keep my eye on, to be like, okay, it's gonna be a lot of big creators, and they talked about a focus on teaching people to be better content creators, and I was like, well, just because I'm not fucking there doesn't mean that you can't pick some shit up, you know? So there's a lot to dissect from what was shown, you know? First things first, the group of people, the individuals that were selected for it, were very fucking immature. Not all of them, I don't want to lump everybody up, but it's like a certain level of like dickhead prankster immaturity that, while entertaining on the screen, you put a lot of people like that under one roof, you're just asking for trouble, you know? The what? Oh, okay. I should provide context. That's on me for assuming everybody knew about this shit. So this weekend, there was this whole thing with, I don't know if he's the biggest streamer on Twitch, probably the biggest North American streamer for sure. Kai Cenat, right? Everybody knows him. Whether you want to or not, everybody knows him. So he did a thing. Oh god, ads just hit. Alright, let me know when you're back from ads, cause the fucking ads just went off. I should really have the thing, hold on. Wait, add text. Okay. Let me know when back from ads. There you go. Because I know ads just went up, so I should have a button that's like, ads are currently rolling, blah 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 blah, you know, something like that. I had a function, like a plugin, that made it so that it would show up on the screen. It would be like ads starting in 3, 2, 1, blah blah blah, and that shit was useful. But I was like, is it really worth the effort for me to put that up every single time? And I decided at the end of I was like, no, not really, no. So I didn't bother with it, but just, I guess, let me know. Let me see. Also, what's going on, Bats? Are you in ads? I'll wait until everybody's back from ads so that we can talk about this, because it is something that it's been on my mind because it just happened, you know?
Remember? Tomorrow we will reveal the prophecy's past.
Wait, so no, Tribby's the one on the left, right? And then Trian is the one on the right, and then Trinia? What the fuck are they? Whatever, we'll figure it out. Yeah, Trinion, Trian, Tribby. Okay, Tribby's the main one on the left. Trian is the one in the middle. Trinon is the one on the right. And shit is not going good for them. Oof.
It's also a symbol of Panasonic.
Let me see. I heard Kaisenat and spaced out. Well, that means that you got the beginning of it, right? All right, so check this out, okay? So Kaisenat did a thing called Streamer University. It was a project where he was gonna choose a couple of big streamers to be quote unquote professors, and they were going to teach classes on streaming, whatever that means. And then he opened up the applications. It was like, hey, if you want to be part of Streamer University, we will pay for your flight, we'll pay for meals, we'll pay for security, we will pay for your equipment, and you're gonna get free shit. And it's gonna be one weekend, and then it's done. Right? So it was basically a way for people to get together and do some shit and learn and network. More than anything, it's to fucking network. Let's not pretend it's anything else. But another big thing about it was that it was everyone was available to apply for it, but there were only like 120 spots, something like that. And the specific people that he picked were already very huge established streamers. There were very few people that were small, I would say. There were some small people with like 100 something viewers, and that's I consider small. But the large majority of it was people that you already fucking knew. Right? So kind of rub people the wrong way. It was a little redundant, but my perspective on that is, well, do you really... Would anyone care to watch it or see the value in it if it was a bunch of like little, to be blunt, nobody streamers, right? I think that the people he picked, it was the right thing to do, because if you're putting this much time and money into this shit, the last thing you want is for it to be a waste. Bum ass streamers? No. It was like already fairly well established people, and then the whole point of Streamer University was to pick people that were already high up there and help elevate them even further. The part that was stupid was that you had these rando ass people, like people who weren't even streamers, who were applying for it and were like, bro, I quit my job in order to apply to Streamer University. I'm like, you're a fucking dum-dum. What the fuck? How you never went live and you quit in order to apply for this shit? Respectively, you're a fucking idiot. Like, straight up, I don't have any sympathy for that. That's like straight up stupidity. It's probably already pre-picked beforehand, or at least mostly pre-listed people. The second thing, yes, I think that it was already mostly pre-selected people, and then he sent out the application to see, like, was there anybody that I don't know under the radar, or like somebody that could wow me to pick them, because everybody who applied was handpicked, or like you said, probably already pre-picked, you know? So it initially gave off this vibe of like, oh well, he's just picking his friends, that's stupid. No shit. And Bats is right, like, nobody wants to watch the G League, that's correct. Nobody wants to watch the WNBA, you know what I'm saying? You get my point, like, why would you spend the time and resources on, like, unknowns who they probably don't have the knowledge or the consistency to be able to... to be like good for streaming. That is not a problem. I get that. Now, the part that is the problem, the people that he picked, a lot of them are like pranksters and goofsters and drama people, or, you know, there's people that like stick to their own lane and do their own thing. It's cool, right? But when you get that many people, a lot of them of a certain age group, and you put them under one roof, you're really gambling. You know what I mean? You're gambling, because it's like you expect people to behave, I think not. I think that's crazy. And to my point, there was a lot of drama, there was a lot of foolishness, there was a lot of like, a lot of assery. I don't know. Caitlin Clark would break Curry's ankle, I said it. The way that I see it, man, like not to get too off topic, but the way I see it, Caitlin Clark is the Steph Curry of the WNBA. You want to hear a fucked up statistic? And as of last week, it's the statistic that's been going around. Did you guys know that Caitlin Clark is number 3 all time in most triple doubles in the WNBA's history? How have you only been in the league for 1 season and you are already the 3rd greatest fucking triple double player in the history of the sport? What the fuck have they been doing this whole time? And she thick as hell, says Bats. Huh? Huh? What? I didn't know that. That's crazy. No, but in all seriousness, bro, she has only been in the WNBA for 1 season, and in that 1 season, you're telling me she's number 3 all time? That is unfathomable to me. And then her opponent is Angel Reese, the greatest quarterback in the WNBA. And I'm gonna talk my shit here. She is the worst basketball player I've ever seen in my life. I have seen the ugliest, most buck-tooth-ass motherfuckers playing ball with me in Harlem, and any of them would rock her shit playing basketball. She is so fucking bad. I don't know how to say this in a nice way, so I'm not gonna bother. Angel Reese is the worst basketball player I have ever seen. And the only reason she gets any attention at all is because she is so antagonistic towards Caitlin Clark. She is not that good. She is not that good. And I feel very passionately about this because it is a one-sided beef. Caitlin Clark can do it all, bro. She's actually just that good. And then Angel Reese is just like, she's like a wet paper bag given human form. Like on South Park or something. She's bad. If you go for a layup and you miss, what are the 2 options you have? Jump, try and lay it up again. Or pass the ball to your teammate. Okay, let's play a game. Let's say, chat, 1 or 2, what are you doing? Are you 1, trying to score after missing a layup? Or 2, are you going to pass it to a teammate? Let's do a real fucking exercise right now. 1 or 2, guys. Chat participation is encouraged but not required. I can see this blowing up in someone's face, if not many people's faces, because all it takes is 1 jab at the wrong time. Yeah, a lot of people got outed as complete fucking inconsiderate sociopaths during the Kai Cenat thing, because there were 2 guys that thought it would be funny to break into another dude named Agent, to break into his room while he's not there and steal all his shit. Parentheses, for content. Right? Because if it's for content, there's no rules, right? Cap. Because there are some people who don't know the difference, like, or the boundary between, hey, we're saying and doing the craziest shit for content and crossing the boundary. Because there's been times where I say or do some very silly shit on stream, but at the end of the day, it's because I know you guys know it is for content. But then there's like the same way that someone watching may not know, okay, this is like content silliness. There are some streamers that go too far. And it's like, okay, you did this for content, but like there's a fucking boundary, dude. Going into somebody's room and stealing their shit, that's crossing the line. So then there's a clip of the dude running into the guy's room that stole their shit, grabbing them by the fucking like shirt and throwing him at a radiator. Like shoving him into a radiator, right? And then the other guy, he starts like, cause he thinks it's a prank, he thinks it's funny. He starts throwing baby powder at the guy, and then he turns around and fucking starts choking him out. Cause like, you think this is a game, fella? Do you think I'm playing with you, my fella? I'm not fucking playing with y'all, fellas. Y'all fellas think that it's okay to do this shit. And a fella don't play like that. And when it gets to that point where fellas are saying fella in a not very nice tone, you did it, you went too far. It's not funny. A wet paper bag is an understatement. Angel Reese is hot ass, bro. I would no diff her 21 zip. But I'm not in the WNBA, so there's no point in this argument. She's bad, dude. But anyway, for that little basketball exercise that I asked you guys for, right? Check this out. Angel Reese goes for the layup, misses. There's 3 defenders on her. She rebounds the ball, goes like this, misses, rebounds the ball again. That's 2 rebounds. This is the definition of stat padding. Make fucking Joel Embiid blush, right? So then she goes for it a 3rd time, misses. Goes for it a 4th time, misses. I can probably pull this up on TikTok. I just look up Angel Reese lowlights. When I'm having a bad day, bro, I just go on TikTok and I look up Angel Reese lowlights. And that's exactly what I'm gonna do right now. It's the opposite of a highlight. Because guess what? There are no Angel Reese highlights. She is hot dick and balls in terms of basketball. Oh my god, I found it immediately. I almost use language that I'm not allowed to use on stream. Look at this shit. Look at this. Count it with me. This isn't even... That's the crazy part, bro. This isn't even the video that I'm talking about. This is a different instance of the shit that I just told you guys about. How many misses? Let's count it. How many misses? How many rebounds? Oh, son of a bitch. 1... she gets the possession. 2, okay. 3, 4, 5, and she just got fucking blocked heavy. Oh yeah, it's not just because of basketball. You don't watch it because of one person. They put her in the fucking McDonald's uniform. Look, I'm gonna be real, dude. Hating on Angel Reese is good for the soul.
Yo, you wanna see something cool? No? Well, I'm gonna do it anyway.
He's gonna play the song, yeah, running it. Stupid TikTok shit. But oh my god, she's so bad!
No, not again! Angel Reese 3-pointers! Bang! Every 3-point shot missed.
I was expecting like the car crash sound effect here.
By Reese right here. Bang! Watching because of me too. Caitlin Clark could never make that pass. Bang! Build a campfire around her. Look at all that space. Bang!
She's like Westbrook, but not good on the like inside the paint either. And even then, Westbrook isn't that bad at like threes. He's just, you know, you know.
The reason why we watching women's basketball is not just because of one person. It's because of me too. It's because of me too.
What the fuck? The stat padding is insane. Look at this. You guys get the point. I don't want to be a bully, although I already am. She's so bad. Might as well join Playboy at that point with all those bunny hops. You know what? Normally that's a crazy thing to say, but you saved it with that, with the bunny hops. You're right. She's just so bad and really jealous. Ain't nobody falling for that fake out? She was practicing the worm, but not on the floor. Meanwhile, if you look up Caitlin Clark on TikTok, holy, she's like actually incredible. She be shooting threes like Curry. She be ball handling like Lana Rhoades, and she has the athleticism of a young Blake Griffin. How do you beat that? She's really good. There was one name I threw in there as a little Easter egg. I hope somebody catches it. If not, that's a joke that was wasted. Wait, there you go. Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. What was that second part? Blake Griffin? Yeah, he's really athletic, right? Like, just a complete natural.
What about Thanatos and Aquila?
The whereabouts of Thanatos.
Bats, what you been up to, man? It's been a minute. I hope all is well. We're digging around on Star Rail because there was a whole lot of procrastination that we did. What have we been up to on stream lately? I don't actually. It's all a bit of a blur to me.
I believe we should
We did blueprints. That was fun until the game was just giving me really bad rolls back to back to back to back on like room manipulation, I guess you'd say. And so we also did Doom the Dark Ages, which was really good. That game is fun. I think it takes time for it to get really good. Like it takes time for you to have like a good spread of weapons, to be what's the word? To be proficient in the combat of that specific game. But once you get past that, really fucking good game, actually. Working, school, crying, adult shit. I feel that. I did some crying the other day, man. It's good for you. It's good for the soul. You know what else is good? What? He's been dodging L's for events, he says. Huh? Wait, me or Bats? Are you guys still playing Yu-Gi-Oh? Like, on your own time, all that? Dude, I miss being in a TCG community. I play Pocket TCG, but the game is so surface level that the game is like 80% of Pocket TCG is raw luck, right? Because a lot of the decks are homogenized. Everyone just plays the same shit, different flavor. It's like 80% luck, 20% execution. And so it's really fucking frustrating if you play ranked. I don't even know why I play ranked, bro. But I play ranked in Pocket TCG. And it is just so miserable. Because it's the same deck or the same strategy over and over and over and over. Uh-oh, 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 uh-oh. Bro, this is the shit that Naxa and the main character fought. Are you telling me the 3 Tribbies are gonna fucking get the job done? Oh no, she's using the Century Gate! Oh no, she's gonna die here, bruh. What? No. Ah, shit, dude. She will not be making an appearance in the next patch. We would set a night to play Yu-Gi-Oh! And I start day drinking, then I pass out. Or I pass out from smoking too much. Stop barbecuing, bro. All that smoking can't be good for you. It's not, you're eating a lot of red meat. It's too much smoking, man. You gotta take it easy. When he's not running from the ass whooping he be getting, I done started building a punk deck. Yeah, what are you guys running? Bats, are you still trying to make Dark Magician work? Oh, and so are you still running Yubel? Because that shit is heat. Did Hoyo just kill a child? More than likely, yes. But we'll see in the next patch. We're getting to it. Oh, nuts. They be doing that, bro. Like in Star Rail, characters die. There were, I'll keep it vague, right? Because nobody wants spoilers. But there was a character early in the game who you're vibing with, and then they literally end up being an agent of another force, and their fucking neck just snaps, and then they collapse. And I won't say anything else other than that, but their neck did snap. That's just one example. In Genshin, nobody dies ever because that game is toothless and bitch made. And in Zenless Zone Zero, from my recollection so far, from the story that I've done, main characters don't die, but side characters 100% do. And that's what I like about these games, is that everybody is on the chopping block at any point. And there is no chill. Again, without spoilers, Penacony had some of that too. Penacony went stupid.
We were still too late. I fear something bad has happened to Orynyx's core flame.
Then Lady Trianne, she doesn't have much divine power left.
Uh-oh.
That you're both safe is already a blessing. Everyone?
Yeah, she sent them away already.
Split into two groups. One group will stay in the abyss and meet up with Aglaya's reinforcements. Then the other group will come with me to pursue the black-robed swordmaster and recover the core flame.
Ooh, I want to go on that team. That guy is hot. Bats, what if I told you you can make him look way hotter? Like, way hotter. Without spoiling, he can look so much hotter. Bats, did you like Granblue? That game came out last year, and it was a absolute banger, but I don't remember everyone's feelings on Granblue. There is a character in Granblue that looks a lot like him, and Owens, you were completely right when you said that before. Shout out to Dark, favorite Star Rail unit, ability wise and design. Good question. Let me think about that. Also, what's up, man? Design wise, I really fuck with Mighty and Fugue, right? Fugue looks incredible. Her ult was the coolest looking in the game, and then they released Mighty, and it's like, whoa, that is a really cool looking character. Ability wise, both of them are very because like Fugue provides 2 layers of toughness so that you can double break the enemy, which is very unique, and I love that. And then Mighty, unfortunately, he kind of plays himself, right? Like, his whole playstyle is I take the control away from you. Now, if you're asking me, ask me this question in exactly 40 days, and I will have a very different answer for you. There may or may not be somebody on the screen who some of you guys think is hot, who may or may not end up being the most incredible character in the game. I won't say anything else though. But how about you guys? Who are you guys fucking with Star Rail, right? Because in a game like this, it lives and dies with the popularity of the characters. You got to make them either really likable or really unlikable, or so good or cool that it doesn't matter. Right? But who you guys fucking with? With Granblue, I could never get behind 2D fighting games, but it was fun. It reminded me of Blaze with Calamity Trigger PSP. Yeah, it was made by Arxis. You guys want to know something cool? Look. Granblue Fantasy versus Rising, the fighting game, is free on PlayStation Plus. Which means that if you have PS Plus, it's just free. And I fuck with that. I didn't know there was a theme song. I'm good on that. But it's just free. That's my favorite number. But, what was I thinking? I was talking about, what the hell was it called? This was called Fantasy vs. Rising. What was the one that we played last year that I absolutely loved? I don't think I have it downloaded anymore because it just, there was nothing else to do on it. Once you beat it and finished it, it was just gone. Granblue Fantasy... Relink. I played Relink and it was incredible. Bats, it was basically Monster Hunter but with Granblue characters. And the mechanic was buttery smooth. Ugh, what a good game. If they had made it a live service game, I'd be playing it to this day. But that wasn't the goal, that wasn't the scope, that's not what they were going for. They released Sandalphon, they released Lucilius, and they kind of like uncapped the game so you can get as goofy as you wanted, and that was their solution. They were like, just go sicko. Damn, he's tall as shit.
Time is of the essence.
You versus the guy she tells you not to worry about. Fellas, call your girl right now and tell her, babe, as of right now, I will no longer cheat on you. Really start some problems. As of right now, as of this moment that I'm calling you, I promise to be faithful. That's a stupid joke for me. I'm sorry.
Yes. Just like the flame chaser.
Favorite design is Fugue. There you go. Favorite ability is Casterus. My overall favorite mix both would have to be Fei Xiao. We got another one for Fei Xiao too. Been with Fei Xiao since release. Fei Xiao was the first character when I had caught up to the patches of the game, right? Because I started playing the game when Boot Hill was out and when Firefly was going into the rotation, and everybody was like, "Oh my God, Firefly is gonna be amazing," and I went, "Okay, well I gotta get her." And then Fei Xiao came a little bit afterwards, and I was like, this is awesome. Because she was my first hunt character, you know? Hyacinth is definitely working her way to third. Ooh. Mighty is definitely still my favorite, Sunday being the second. Sunday is such a good investment because no matter what happens, anytime that a future Remembrance character comes out, he will probably be the best partner for that character. Also, apparently Sunday is the best partner for Finon as of right now. The reason I say that is because we already know that he is the next character coming, so that's not spoilers or leaks. Hoyo officially revealed that he's coming soon. I'm hoping he's the first part of the patch, and then the Fate collab characters are on the second, because I need to get my hands on that boy expeditiously. Pause! I just really want to play him because he looks really cool. Mini pause. Top 3 currently is still Fugue, Fei Xiao, Yukong, but Cypher is working her way to third. Cypher is going to be very high up on my list because she's a Nihility character. I can definitely get, like, I can slot her into 2 different teams in my mind right now. So she's going to be good. I don't think I'll be buying her light cone, but I'll take a look online because a lot of the non-paid, I almost said pay to win, the non-paid light cones, like the limited ones, a lot of them are really good and do the job, so you don't gotta worry about getting the best thing every single time, you know? Because wait, so the way that Cypher works is that, doesn't she get a buff when your teammates break weakness? If I put Cypher with Fugue, that'll double the chances of whatever her thing is activating, right? Because Fugue gives 2 weakness bars. I'll have to look at her kit because if it's not in front of me, I need to, you know, I need to refresh myself. Sunday support is way too good, especially if you invest in his Eidolons. That's the rub, man. I don't think there's a single character in this game so far that I have spent the extra money for their Eidolons. Like, everybody's E0 for me right now. Most of the time for me, I'd rather pull for their light cone than pull for an extra copy of the character, even if their E1 is really good. Cause at the very least, I can swap around the light cone if I need to. It just feels like there's more value, you know what I mean? That's what I mean. But yeah, so glad I actually have been able to clear content without investing in light cones. Yes, exactly. You guys know that Monopoly ass minigame for the 2nd anniversary? If you guys took a careful look, the light cone that you get for doing that event is really fucking good for Anaxa. So even if you don't get his specific light cone, getting the event one that everybody should have is almost as good. So it saves you hella bread and you don't gotta worry about making ends meet, basically. Bro, I read that shit as Mountain Dew. It was Mountain Dweller.
Let's have a chat before we go our
My freaky ass could never be in this room with these two guys. Am I right, fellas? Up top.
Spent their days quarrying and gathering.
Give me some.
Living a simple and peaceful life away from strife.
I feel that as far as limited characters go, I haven't chased for dupes at all. Same. There will come a rare time where it's like, oh my god, this character's so fucking good, you'd be crazy not to, blah blah blah. And then with the collab characters, I'm worried that it's like, if you don't get their dupes now, who the fuck knows when they're ever gonna roll around again.
Sounds a lot like you.
There's another gacha game that I play called Arknights that is unbelievably free-to-play friendly. It's a really fun tower defense game, and they're always adding new content. And one of the things about the game is that, oh my god, I just had a crazy brain fart. Why did I bring up Arknights? There has to be a really good reason, but I don't remember what it is. It's not about dupes. Oh, collabs, right? Arknights has collabs with everybody. They did a collab with Monster Hunter where they took a weak popular character and gave them Kieran armor from Monster Hunter and the dual blades for Kieran, and they gave another weak but popular character the Rathalos armor with the Rathalos longsword, and they do the moves from Monster Hunter in the game. It's amazing, and the characters are actually really fucking good. They did another collab with Rainbow Six. I don't know much about Rainbow Six. I haven't really heard too much about it either. I've seen like clips here and there, but they don't interest me because I don't know what I'm looking at. Anyway, they did a collab with Rainbow Six where they had Ash, Doc, Tachanka, and a bunch of other characters, and they were operators in Arknights. And then they did another collab, which means that they're doing multiple collabs with Rainbow Six. So guess what? The collab characters came back again, and they're really fucking good. So it's like, usually when there's a collab, it's like you get the character now or never ever again. Fuck you. But with Arknights, they brought it back with a new character too. I don't know who the hell Ella is in Rainbow Six, but she's really good in Arknights. She puts down like little gizmos. That's literally what they're called. And she has green hair and she wears like a white beanie or some shit. Really cool characters. And I think they were gonna do a collab with Bungie for Destiny, but nothing came of it. Yo, have you guys heard the drama happening with Bungie right now? Apparently, it's like years and years and years of stolen art. Like, the Marathon was, you know, it's coming out soon-ish. And instead of doing like a stream showcasing the game, they had the fucking art guy come out, like the art director, and do like a formal apology being like, hey everybody, my name is art guy blah blah blah, we have been accused of stealing art and generating AI art, and we're guilty of that shit. And this is not a person that is media trained. This is not a person who like was even at fault, really. But they made him go out there and show his entire ass on stream and basically take the whole fucking blame for everything that's happened. They also love doing this thing where every time they get caught stealing content, be it art, music, like any type of anything, like assets, they love to go, the person who did this shit has been caught and is fired and blah blah blah. But it happens every single time. They never tell us who it is. They just claim they fire them and brush it under the rug. It's It's a ugly look, if I'm being honest, y'all. It's fucking ugly. Phanon is the patch right before the Fate collab? No, I think it's the same patch. The patch after this one is gonna be Phanon and the Fate collab. I just don't know who's going first. Is it him and then them, or is it Fate collab and then he's on the back half of the patch? We usually don't find out until like 5 days or 2 days before the patch, so I ain't worried about it. I just want it to happen sooner rather than later. Marathon looks butt, just give us Destiny 3. Marathon does look butt. I don't think you're getting a Destiny 3. If there was a Destiny 3, would people even be happy? Because they keep... We talked about Destiny earlier in the stream, by the way, Bats. They keep gating away, like, removing content forever and adding new shit that apparently people aren't fucking with. And it's just, look, as an outsider looking in, if they give you a new... Oh shit, he's telling him his weakness. Remember to stab your sword into my back through my 10th thoracic vertebrae. That's my weak spot and the only way to kill me.
That's my weak spot. And the only way to kill me.
Oh my god. Damn, dude. This core flame shit is escalating. We should still be in the patch with Mighty and Tribby, right? With Fate Collab being an extended banner, I wouldn't be surprised if we got both during the same phase, because Fate Collab banner is longer. You are right, and I think that what they're gonna do is Fate Collab first on release of the new patch, and then 3 weeks in, they're gonna drop the Phanon banner, but the Fate Collab banner will run throughout the duration of that as well. That way, it gives anybody the chance to get the Fate Collab, because probably when it's gone, it'll be gone forever. And then Phanon gets the standard treatment of new character who's limited, give him 3 weeks. His light cone, by the way, Phanon, however you say it, his light cone is incredible. It is really fucking good. It is good on almost every destruction character. It's a general purpose light cone, which is the least stingy shit that Hoyoverse does. They love to make light cones that are really good, but literally only on one fucking character. So it's like, yeah, it makes the one character it's made for way better, but you're basically permanently locked to having that light cone be on this one character, and that's it. Meanwhile, the Phanon one is the opposite. It's extremely good on almost every destruction character, which is like... It is a light cone that is so good that I might end up pulling for it. So here's my plans. Hoyo got me by the balls, man. They're gonna release Phanon, however you say it. I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get his light cone. And then they're gonna release the Fate collab. Not in that order. I don't know what the order is. Nobody does. And then I'm gonna get Saber. And I think you get Archer for free. And then I don't know if they said anything about light cones for the Fate characters. I don't remember seeing that. Hopefully not, because then that would be a limited light cone for a collab, and it's like, bro, that's too much limited content, bro. But definitely pulling for everybody and pulling for Homeboy's light cone. You'd be some kind of idiot to not do that. And then that's Sarail. We're not even talking about Zenless Zone Zero, who's about to have its first anniversary soon. They're releasing another character that is on the level of Miyabi with a brand new mechanic called, I think they call it Sheer Force. It was called Rupture, and then it was called Annihilation. I think they're just calling it Sheer Force. They're releasing a really cool off-field stunner, kind of like, I guess it'd be kind of like Trigger, but different. And then they're releasing another diesel-ass main character. And I'm like,
Fight
sheesh.
on their own accord.
They're also releasing a new skin for that new character whose name I literally heard it in the stream and cannot recall how to say it now. I'm gonna put this fight on auto and then I'm gonna pour myself a drink. Fellas, don't go anywhere. I'm gonna be taking attendance when I come back. You better all be here. Oof. So fellas, y'all know I'm not really a big drinker, a big alcoholic, but my obsession the past year has been, what is it, Old Smoky Moonshine? I don't know if that makes me a basic bitch or not, but it just tastes so good. I've had their strawberries and cream. This one right here, the one you're looking at right now, this is the banana pudding one. It tastes like you're drinking banana pudding milkshake or something, and you can barely taste the alcohol in it, but that shit hits. That that banana pudding is a sneak diss, man. It tastes so good. Obviously, this is not an endorsement to drink. If you do drink, drink responsibly. If you drink and drive, don't. I know how much fun it might sound to you. Don't do it. If you're at home and you want something good to drink, try the banana pudding one. Wherever you are right now, drop everything you're doing, go to your nearest liquor store, be nice to the clerks, and get you some banana pudding. That shit is heat. Let me see. I hope they don't add anyone important to 3.5 because I'm going for both Finon and at least one Saber. Yeah, I agree with you. I don't think we know who the 3.5 characters are. I think there was like, and this isn't spoilers or leaks, this is just like what people are theorizing, is that it is going to be another alter version of an existing character. I'm not going to say which one, and that it will be good support for Fanon. And then another character who I don't want to name them because as far as I know they haven't appeared in the story yet, so I really don't want to spoil it. And it could be complete BS, so I don't know. We don't know anything about the characters coming after this patch. They really blew their load on this patch, dude. They put everything into it. Oh shit. Anaxa? What's the bookworm doing fighting? Was he really just doing this shit the whole time? That's hype. Flame Reaver of the Deepest Dark. Yeah, this Flame Reaver guy is like the bee's knees. He's like a real ass boss. It's a very powerful, overwhelming enemy. But that's okay. We got a fucking dragon. This is stupid. I love how ridiculous this character is. We just attack normal. We tribby here and do this. Damn, they actually put context into tribby using that move. Fuck it, we ball. Get in there, fat fuck. That's not what I call it, that's what the streets call it. That shit sound like Togepi. Oh, that's so good. You know when bills are due at Hoyo because it's been non-stop gas since anniversary? It's a little scary, dude. Usually I have a lot of self-control. Not that I need to, but oh my god, the characters that they've been releasing in their games have been immaculate. Phenomenal. Vivian is an off-field support in Star Rail, or Zenless. And then for fucking after that it's Vlad literally having like an executioner style gameplay. I can't get enough of him. He's fucking incredible. And then before that, what was it? It was Soldier Zero Anby and Trigger. Oh shit. Was he stealing his core flame? He can do that? Oh my goodness. Almighty.
Didn't come down from the sky. The city is mine anyway.
Yo.
Why shouldn't I go through the front door?
This is so good. I know that was just a cutscene, but that was a really good cutscene. I really don't want to keep dunking on Genshin, but like, let me keep it real, man. Genshin could actually never. I think the coolest cutscene in Genshin is I'm just gonna say the Sage of Buer, and if you know, you know, right? But this is just so good. This guy fucking rules. Let me catch up with the chat real quick. I only ever had the apple pie one and they're good. I haven't had the apple pie one. They don't have it at my store. They got like original flavor, the cherry flavor, and the banana pudding one, which is the one I got right here. Look at that color. If you ever had a drink this color, you know it's gonna be delicious. And it is. You barely taste the alcohol, but it'll hit you like a freight train. Oos, oos, oos. It'll hit you like you owe it money. Let me see this. I'm a basic bitch with my watermelon Jack Daniels. I respect that. I respect that. There was a gift that I got that was like Johnny Walker Blue, and they were like, only use this as a major celebration. It's not like, you know, oh, it's a nice chill night and I want to have a drink. It is a like, hey, this is a very big event. Only crack it open if you want to celebrate like a big boy, right? And so when we closed on the house, and you know, we bought a fucking house, and the first thing I did, I was like, let me crack open that JW. Maybe I don't have an appreciation for it. That shit tasted like ass. I was like, oh, this is not it, my man. Oh, we're about to clap this dude. What is the Flame Reaver's deal? Do him just be stealing core flames? Oh shit! Didn't do as much as I thought. That's really cool, man. Here is my response. How about you shut the fuck up and eat dragon? This game slaps. Ooh! Bro, if Mighty ever came to Zelda Zone Zero, I would cream my pants. I would actually bust all over the screen, I'm not gonna lie. Imagine playing this guy. Play that Home Depot music.
Heroic souls of strife, heed my call. I am the Lance of Fury. The agony this world needs.
Oh, that's so pretty.
New God has come to Castro Kronos.
Look! The warriors have returned!
God damn. That boy is nuts. That's a good gift. Johnny Blue is like the shiny Pokemon. Oh, you gotta legit sip that. Okay. So I shouldn't have mixed it with Coca-Cola, should I? I'm kidding, of course. Let me see. You find out what the Flame Reaver wants in 3.3? Okay. I forgot what patch that is. That's the one we're in now, I'm pretty sure. I'm about to have a rum and coke. Ooh, I do like rum and coke. What kind of rum do you use? I use Malibu. The reason being, when I was underage and I was in the Marine Corps living in glorious Nippondes, not even my roommate, my friend, he would buy a bunch of rum and cokes, and then we would hang out in my room, and we would either watch like anime or we would watch like movies or something. And I always left my door cracked so that anybody who wanted to hang out could. It was like a college dorm type of vibe. And so he would buy like Malibu rum and coke, and then we would just get like pizza or curry or like chicken cutlets, and then we would eat and watch movies, and it was a good vibe. A little part of me kind of wishes I could go back in time and make the most of my time there, but everything that happened in my life led me to this point right now. So am I happy with it? Yes. So I don't think I would want to, I wouldn't want to do anything that would change any of that, you know? Bacardi's my favorite rum, or Captain Morgan if I'm feeling spicy. I don't like Bacardi because my family had too much Bacardi, and then they would be like, hey, vagabundo, ven, bébete esto, maldito, ba, 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 ba. And I'd be like, gee whiz, I would love to try that. And then I would try it, and I'd be like, it was just too much for my little jit brain, right? So as I got older, I got more appreciation for it. And Bacardi, this might sound kind of fucked up. Bacardi reminds me of when I was a young man. To put it nicely, it reminds me of when I was young and I was in DR. You feel me? Like my you know, my family's Dominican, all that, and my grandma taught me how to drink the right way, right? Like, you don't chug your fucking alcohol down because you're not building up your tolerance. You're just fucking, you're like speed running getting drunk. If that's the objective, by all means, bro, do your shit. But she wanted me to be able to like handle my liquor and not act a fool. Reason being is because my grandfather and my shithead uncle, the one I've talked about on stream before, they both were god awful with their drinks. They would become, I wouldn't even say aggressive or violent, they would just become shitheads. Like, they're harmless, but they were very like instigating, if that makes sense. They were always the loudest person in the room when they drank, and they would always say a bunch of belligerent dumb shit that makes you want to go, hey my fella, I'm gonna cut you off right now, shut the fuck up and go home. You know, something like that. So here POV, you are 14 years old and you're me in the Dominican Republic. Congratulations. It's summer vacation and you are playing dominoes with your grandmother, your great grandmother, and the hottest girl in the village. I know how stupid that sounds to say out loud, but that's literally what happened. So you're playing dominoes, and your grandma is pouring you and the hot girl drinks, and you're learning how to drink. You know, you just like drinking and playing dominoes. It's like 80 degrees at night. There's a nice cool breeze. Vibes are at 120%. Everyone is joking, eating some snacks, having a good fucking time. Love it, love it, love it, love it so fucking much. POV, you're my shithead uncle. He just got in his little moped, and he's acting like a big shot because he's using his mother's money to throw it around and order people to do what he wants. He's also chugging drinks, and everybody's looking at him and going, wow, that guy can't handle his drinks. Mind you, he's the only one that can't handle his fucking drinks. But his nephew, me, who's like a year or two younger than him, is holding it down with a fine honey, just having a good fucking time. It got to the point where I think he was 16 and I was 14, where one night he made a big stink because I just saw what Nightbot held for comment. That's so funny. Owens, that's gonna stay between you and me and Vaughn. Oh, that wasn't Nightbot, that was Vaughn. That boy said enough. Stop. That's pretty funny. That's gonna stay between the three of us and anybody who was watching the screen when it happened. Oh. That's me with New Amsterdam. I can't even smell vodka without gagging. I'm glad you brought up New Amsterdam specifically. This was I forget what it was. I had like a really annoying stream day where I was drinking New Amsterdam because I was just really annoyed with a specific person, and after that I never drank New Amsterdam ever again. I gave the bottle, I had like pink lemonade, I gave it to my girlfriend because I was like, get this shit away from me, I don't ever want to drink this again. And it naturally we moved in together, so it appeared in the fucking house anyway. I can't get rid of it, I tried. And I do not fuck with New Amsterdam. That shit is poison. Grey Goose reminds me of my cool uncle. Bacardi reminds me of chilling with my family. Heineken reminds me of my family. Johnny Walker reminds me of like reaching new heights of success that I could never have dreamed of, which is nice. And then the banana pudding kind of reminds me of just like chill vibes, you know? I'm a very giggly bitch when I'm drunk. I fuck with that. I like that. I like being around people who don't have like, I've been, you know, I was in the Marine Corps, everybody drinks, maybe a little too much. I have been around people that when they drink, they either don't change at all, or they change for the better and they become very positive, very like good comments, good vibes, a lot sillier on the jokes, things like that. But I have also been around people who become big Debbie Downers when they drink. There was a guy and he was cool, but when he drank, it wasn't like the worst of him came out, it was like the worst of him taunted him when he drank. So he would drink and then he would just become like a fucking defeatist. He would be like, oh, I suck, I'm the worst, oh, I should just Minecraft myself, things like that. And it's like, no, bro, that's crazy, stop, no, what? No. Things like that. And it's like, no, bro. But there's something far more sinister. There's the person that drinks and then uses the drinking as an excuse to be a fucking asshole. People like that need to be cut off or excluded from the drinking, or just straight up punched in the face. Give him a quick night night, cause people like that will either bring drama or sometimes violence. And I just don't want to be around that shit, bro. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't want to be around that shit. So I've been around all kinds of people when they drink. Obviously, my favorite is the person who, like, you know, the alcohol does help to get people out of their shell, right? It just kills your inhibitions. You just get a little silly, a little goofy, a little a little loopy. But then there are some people that are the fucking worst when they drink. That was my grandpa, and that was my shithead uncle. And it's like, bro, you suck without drinking, and you're telling me drinking makes you a shittier person? What? You're telling me you got worse? Insane. Let me see this. It showed for like 2 seconds, then it's between you, me, and everybody who saw it. He becomes what when he's drunk? Nah. Shh. POV, you're 18 and a gallon of that stuff is 20 bucks. Summer is summer, I don't remember. If you're, yeah, if it's a gallon for 20, that's heat. I want to tell you guys this. When I turned 18, well, let me catch up with the chat real quick. My first drink was a gin and tonic based. The Debbie Downer drunks be speaking too much. I'd be like, okay, bro, give me your cup. I like the way you think. You just go, hey, man, you've used up your 10,000 word limit already. I'm gonna go ahead and take your. I'll be drinking for 2 tonight. Observe, and then you just fucking. Oops, I just drank your drink. They're all out, Buster. If I'm tipsy, I'm usually chilling, cracking better jokes. Me too. If I drink, I don't know what it is. This is gonna sound so ass backwards, and I don't want anybody to think any way of it, but when I drink, it's like all the voices. Don't say it like that, Nacho. The voice in my head slows down. I don't know if this is gonna make me sound like a crazy person or what, but I have one voice in my head, and I would say that it talks to me at like triple the speed of my normal speaking voice, right? Like the voice in my brain speaks significantly faster and computes things way fucking faster than I can get them out. When I drink, it slows that shit down. For the better, not for the worse. Because instead of my brain going, instead it's going, you know, that guy has a really fat ass. I bet I could make a joke about him. And then that's like where it goes. There's no branching paths. There's no like, it's just very clear and simple and slowed down to where the brain is as fast as the mouth. And then I say silly shit because of that. Because I can actually, I don't want to make it sound like this, but it feels like I can concentrate better at being funny when I drink. Does that make sense? I'd say that shit real carefully, otherwise people might get the wrong idea. My first ever drink was whiskey and cinnamon and pineapple. Bro, get you some Fireball with some pineapple. I've never tried it, so you tell me how it tastes. Good luck. I think my first drink was Bacardi Huracan or that dark blue one, Zombie. Bats, I have some Bacardi Zombie in my fridge right now. That shit is good. That shit is good. It goes good with Coke. It goes good with Sprite. It goes good with OJ. I literally went on stream the other day and I had some Bacardi Zombie with some orange juice and it turns into a green color. You want to know what I called it? I literally held it up to the screen and I was like, fellas, this is called a Shrek. Because it was just some fucking Shrek green alcohol. It tasted okay too. Like, it wasn't bad at all. For a lighter color, you want more OJ. For a darker color, you mix more Bacardi than the OJ. Let me see this. I'll be the first to admit I'm addicted to it. That's how I feel when I do the devil's lettuce. No shame in that, no. Because I get it, right? Like, everybody on this fucking planet has some form of, like, not ADD or ADHD, anything like that, but everybody has some... I don't want to call it an issue because that's making it sound like way more debilitating than it is, but for me, I feel like when I drink, everything gets a lot slower in a good way, where I'm just like living in the moment, feeling the moment. Otherwise, my brain overthinks, and not in a distracted way of like I'm thinking in multiple different branches. More like I have my brain, I have one thought, I am picturing things at all times, I am constantly being aware of where I am, like where am I? Am I supposed to be doing something right now? Who am I with? What am I doing? What is my role in this function? Things like that.
Truly a moment worthy of celebration.
So we got another core flame.
To think that we returned Nikador's core flame not so long ago.
Yeah, there you go. We do a little trailblazing, you know the vibes. My brain without alcohol is like a pinball machine. With alcohol, it's a lot more calm. Okay, that's a good way to that's a good way to verbalize that. I know what you mean. Oh, there we go. Just the hurricane or that Bahama Mama one? The one, Bats, the blue one was the Bacardi zombie. It's very good. Actually, you know what? Hold on. I'm going to tell you guys a story. I'm going to refill my cup and I'm going to tell you guys a story real quick, okay? The only bad thing about the banana pudding moonshine is that there's only really about like 5 or 6 servings on it. This is now the 4th. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is now the 4th serving that I've had from that jar, and the jar is almost empty, which is sad because it tastes so fucking good. Fellas, I suppose it is now story time. Now, we have a decent amount of viewers here tonight. I appreciate everybody joining me. If my friends are here, be it, well, really, there was only one that was there. His name is Cisco. Please jump in at any point and corroborate the story that I'm about to tell, okay? Let me catch up with the chat and then I'm gonna tell a story. When I smoke, my brain is finally quiet. I don't smoke. I did one time when I was in high school, and it felt like... It's gonna sound like the most non-smoker shit on the planet, but I'm gonna just say it. When I smoked, it felt like the world went into HD. I started seeing colors more vibrantly. It felt like my body was all tingly and light, and I just had an unbelievable craving for chopped cheese. So I had like a bacon, egg, and cheese, and then a chopped cheese, and then I think we went to McDonald's. I went on a fucking rampage, bro. It was bad. It was bad. But I did like it, and I would do it again. I would do it again. One time, I was trying to surprise my girlfriend with like a detour that she wasn't expecting. I was like, "Hold on, babe. We have to take like a little detour." And she was like, What are we doing? And I was like, I just have to pick a little something up. And she goes, "Is it drugs?" And I'm like, "No, fella, what the fuck are you talking about?" That shit was funny. Let me see this. Taco Bell was slap right now. Dude, I would kill for some Taco Bell. I think my girlfriend's bringing back some Wingstop because it's Monday. So your boy's gonna eat good tonight. I also want to catch the game tonight. OKC versus Minnesota Timberwolves. That's at 8:30 though. That's why I went a little live a little earlier tonight. A friend of mine once made me a drink that was a Monster Bacardi, something else, and I was like, I call this the Hulk. What in the hell? Was it green? Because I bet I could recreate it, dude. It was probably Bacardi Zombie, orange juice, and a fucking green monster. I call that the Abomination. That ain't no Hulk. Oh, Bats is the guy that recommends food when everybody's inebriated. I fuck with that. When I was in DR and we would, you know, we would drink in the summers and have like, we would get lit, have a good time. I've told this story before. This is not the story I'm meaning to tell, but just a quick little side note. We would go to the food cart and there was a dude named Chiquito and he would put some hamburger meat on a grill, put some cabbage on the other side, dip that bitch in soy sauce, chop it all up, put a little mayo and a little chimi sauce on it, bro. And then I like kind of recreated that recipe because it stuck with me to this day. I'll make some chimis, probably not tonight if the girlfriend's picking up Wingstop. I'll make some chimis and I'll post it on the Discord so that you guys can take a look at it. If anybody wants to know how to make like incredible Dominican style burgers, please just ask me on the Discord and I will send you the recipe. There's a recipe online that's like extremely close to what my family makes. So if anybody wants to know how to make some crazy ass chimis, just fucking ask me. Let me catch up with a chat. I think they sell bigger mason jars of it, but good luck finding it. Bro, I know Moonshine hates to see me walking into the store. I will snatch that boy up immediately. If I see a fucking big size jar of banana pudding, ooh! Nobody's coming out of that store alive. Funny enough, my first drink of beer was 1 year old running around with a beer bottle drinking it. Hey, it happens. It is what it is. You gotta get them in early. First time smoking had me staring at my fridge while I was closed, debating on life. You know, your life could have taken a very different trajectory if you had one of those high-tech modern day fridges that you can look at what's inside of it without even opening it. That shit would have had your head explode off your body if they had that shit back in the day, Owens. I wouldn't recommend food. I'd already have it for the boys. Wow. What a guy. I'm kind of like that too, but I'm a little cautious when I drink because I don't have like a queasy stomach, but a lot of my friends are experienced drinkers. I'm not. So I try to hang because I don't want to be a Debbie Downer bitch baby boy, but you got to know your limits too. I literally have a friend that I'll be like, no, I know my limit, I cannot do this. And then he'll be like, no, Nacho, now's the time. Surpass your limits. I'm like, you're not fucking Yami. We're just day drinking. It's not that serious. Speaking of which, I caught up to the Black Clover manga. Holy shit. It's good. I don't want to get too distracted, but long story short, if you guys ever watch Black Clover, stop watching the anime. It does not do the manga justice. The anime is high-key ass. The manga is incredible. And it's quick. It's a quick read. Give Black Clover the manga a try. Please. Do it for me. Let me see. I need to see a pic and I need the recipe. I will send it to you as soon as stream is over. I promise you, I will send you a link. It's so fucking good, dude. Learned the hard way not to drink on an empty tummy. Facts. I learned the hard way not to eat ramen and then drink alcohol. Whoo! The amount of... I don't want to be gross, but let's just say that I had a reservation in the bathroom and ain't nobody else getting in. In my head, I was thinking, I bet that fridge empty as fuck. If only there was a way to find out if the fridge was stocked. That shit is closed. You were like, damn, bro. Like, next time, I guess. Fuck. That's funny. Oh my goodness. All right, it looks like ads just hit once again. So I'm gonna pop this guy real quick. Oh, right, hold on. Copy. Go to this scene, add, oh, paste. Duplicate? There we go. Let me know when back from ads. Anybody who's not in ads right now, I appreciate you. Anybody who's in ads, just let me know when you're back. My man GT was starving, but it was his fault. He's like, this shit is closed. I don't know how to get into it. Maybe he thought, maybe he mistook the fridge for a safe. I can see why you would make that mistake. All right. Oh, that's so good. All right. I think ads are done in like 5 seconds. So I'm going to get into like the actual story that I wanted to tell. You guys are back from ads, right? Damn, that shit was good. All right, so here's my story, right? This happened about 2 years ago or so, I want to say. It was me, my friend Cisco, and a third friend who I don't get to see too often. His name is Byron, right? So me, Cisco, Byron, we go to this incredible bar named Boilermaker, right? Sorry, I was looking around for something in the room, but I guess it's not in here, but it should be. Whatever. Boilermaker was an incredible bar that was in New York. I think it was in Brooklyn. And they served really good cheeseburgers, and the drinks were tasty and not too expensive. And my friends were regulars, so they got some hookups here and there, you know? Like they kind of let some shit slide with them. So it's the three of us. We come in, we have 1 round of drinks, 2 round of drinks, 3 round of drinks, all in, we were having these drinks called zombies, shout out to Bats. These drinks were served to us in like these weird tiki tiki glasses. Does that make sense? They were like 2 different kinds. There was like all red tiki cups, and then there was one that was white with like a moss green on the trim of the cup. And the drinks were strong as shit, but they tasted like juice at the same time. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, they poured hella alcohol in it because they wouldn't do that to us, but also it tasted really good too. So we were drinking, 3 rounds in, 4 rounds in, one of the bartenders has to swap with someone else. It happens to be a fucking friend of a friend who we knew, not me, because I don't be in New York like that, but they obviously were. So then we invite her to have shots with us, and she's like, well, since it's like I'm starting my shift, I'll put it on the house. Okay, cool. So we get shots on the house. And then because she was so nice to us, we were like, well, thanks for the drinks, like, you know, free drinks. How about another round of shots? And we're like, okay. So then we get another round of shots with her. So that's 4 rounds of drinks, 2 rounds of shots. And then we have 2 more rounds of the zombies. Now there's like a bunch of little fucking tiki cups all over the fucking table. So my friend is like, hey, these are really cool cups. I'm gonna steal them. And we're like, don't do that. We like it here. We want to come back here. Don't do that. And so he's like, no, but they're really cool cups. I'm gonna do it. And you know what? I'm gonna steal some for you guys too. We'll remember this night forever. And I'm like, okay, whatever. So the night continues. Byron, he's already checked out. He's vibing, he's chilling, he's like snagging on some fries. He asked me to have his round of drinks because my boy Cisco's a fucking fiend, and he's like, you take my round of the drink. So I drink my shit and I drink his shit. For those who don't know, I'm 6'3" and 200 plus pounds. I don't want to say the number because I'm self-conscious, but the whole point being that they were like, you drink it. I also just broke up with this like awesome girl that I was with, and they were just filling the hole in my heart with hard liquor. So so we continued like another 2-3 rounds. So in total I must have had like 10 rounds of drinks, which includes 2 rounds of shots, and we're like, bro, it's time to fucking go. So as we're leaving, the bouncer is in front of us. It's like 2 a.m. The bouncer's in front of us. I'm big. He's bigger. He's like if someone attached a fucking a bike pump to like my mouth and just went like 5 times. Like this dude was bigger than me. I don't want problems. It's a good night. My tummy hurts from all the drinks. My boy Byron, he thinks he's slick. He looked at me, like, you know, we're going through the bouncer to get out one at a time. So Cisco walks out, I walk out, Byron's behind us, and he has 1 cup under his armpit, trying to hide it with his jacket because it was like in November. Another cup under his jacket, and then a 3rd cup in his pocket with the top of it sticking out. So you just see 1 white object under his arm and 2 red objects sticking out. And then he looks at me, Byron looks at me and he goes, in front of the fucking bouncer. And I'm like, fella, what are you doing? The bouncer looks at him. He looks at me. The bouncer looks at me. And then he looks at Byron again. And he goes, it's 2 a.m. and y'all racked up like a $700 tab. Have a good night. So Cisco calls us some cabs. He's like talking with some girl. And so he's like, no, go home, go home, go home. I'ma just chill here. I'ma just get some air. Go home, go home, go home. He calls us an Uber. Guess who is in front of our Uber? Lil Uzi Vert with his fucking what's the dude from Marvel? Vision, with his little fucking Vision diamond right on his forehead, and he's in the biggest Hummer that I've ever seen in my life, and he's just chilling in the back, and it was him, and I was like, whoa. Oh my. Anyway, let me get in this cab real quick. So I'm like holding Byron's neck out the window because he's feeling queasy. He had too many drinks. And then the last thing that happens, he hugs me and he's like, bro, this is the first time we ever hung out. I fucking love you, bro. You my fella, bro. There ain't a lot of fellas like you out there anymore. But fellas like you, we need more fellas like you. He's doing like the smiling friends thing. He's like, fellas like you. Like he's like in my face because he doesn't have any sense of space, you know? So he hands me the cup and then he like passes out on the couch. It was like a fucking anime where he's like, Kakarot, I leave the rest to you. And then he like goes backwards and just knocks the fuck out. Me having a healthy, strong, functioning liver from not years of alcohol, I like make my bed, I fucking knock the fuck out, and then I wake up like 8 hours later feeling incredible. And then I sat down at the table. I went to like a bodega and I got myself like what was it? It was like a chicken cutlet, a chicken parm. I ate that shit. I had some OJ. I bought them some OJ. And then the 3 of us sat by the table. And then I played a video of what happened that night. Retelling them like, yeah, you guys met Lil Uzi. We stole the fucking cups. Because Byron, he woke up. He was like, bro, my back hurts. And I'm like, you didn't take off your jacket. And then I take his jacket off. And then he's like, what the hell is that? Why is it so heavy? He doesn't remember stealing the cups. He doesn't remember stealing the cups. So then there's just these like fucking little tiki cups that look like sacrifices because they're really weird looking. So he's like, how did these 3 like totems end up in my fucking pocket? And I was like, by the grace of the fucking bouncer who didn't murder us last night. It was amazing. So now that I've told this story, I'll be right back. Well, does anybody want to take a guess as to what I have in my hand right now? I'm sure that you know. Bum 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 ba-da-da. It was like $15 a fucking drink. Hell yeah, we're gonna steal this. What the fuck? What? So, look, this was him. POV, you're trying to steal. Shh. Byron, you fucking idiot. Worst thief of all time, man. But he did hook a homie up because this cup is dope as shit. Look at this. So think about it. He fell asleep. He had like a bunch of pain all around his body. He wakes up and there's just 2 of these like in his jacket. If I'm him, I'm like, oh my God, did we rob a museum or some shit? And that's the story of the night that I met Lil Uzi and got over my ex-girlfriend who ended up being a lesbian. Anyway, let's get back to some Star Rail, fellas. Let's get cracking. Oh man, it's been a little while since I told a story like that on stream, but it's like I told that story before, and you know, there's a couple new people in here, anything like that. I just wanted to catch you guys up on the lore. Also, let me drop a shout out for Vaughn. Because let me see, hold on, I'm fucking this up. Oh God, it's all coming apart. Vaughn, thank you for changing the category to just chatting. Because my ass was chatting. Let's go back to some honky Star Rail. I know, that's what we're here anyway. Whew, that's what we're here for anyway, sorry. Let me see this. You're 6'3", OKC needs you tonight. Funny enough, with all the Streamer University shit that happened this week, which we didn't even touch on, I actually have been lightly looking into some IRL content stuff. Because I went to Topgolf this weekend last weekend for some family stuff. And I was like, bro, I could probably record this and just have a good time, you know? That sounds mad chill. Or any like date night stuff that I could do. You know, if I go bowling, just chatting, but I'm bowling. That'd be kind of fun, you know? And just seeing the hustle and drive of some of the streamers that were there, it made me want to be like, I could probably stream more than I am and do more clips than I do, things like that. Like, it kind of reinvigorated me to be like, I feel like I'm kind of doing the bare minimum where I could be doing so much fucking better. And I can't be mad if the numbers don't reflect that, because I'm not doing the most. You know when your homie's gone, when they start saying I love you, like, go to bed. Quite literally, bro, that man was done. That man was deep fried, but he held it together. He didn't vomit in the Uber, which is all you can ask for. And it was just a wonderful night. I had an incredible cheeseburger. That's not the most memorable part of the night, but like, Boilermaker used to make such good cheeseburgers. Unfortunately, Boilermaker did close down. I don't remember the reason, anything like that, but now my friends just take me to like other dope ass places. It's also been a while since I saw them, so I should probably hit them up to be like, hey, what are we doing? I want to have them visit the house, and I can treat them to like some Top Golf or like an escape room or axe throwing or some shit, you know? I think it'd be fun. Reminds me of the time I was in a Mexican restaurant and they had these cute little plates that served appetizers. I stole 3 plates! Stealing is so much fun, bro. If it wasn't so much fun, people wouldn't do it. Like, if they didn't want us to steal those cups, they wouldn't have made the cups so dope. It actually says something on the back of it, now that I'm looking at it. It says Beach Bum Berry. I don't know what that means, but I'm pretty sure they were just pouring Bacardi Zombie and some type of juice in there and then handing it to us and being like $15 per. So you guys can do the rough math, right? It was a full like burger and fries, 10 rounds of zombies between 3 guys, and then 2 rounds of shots, including 2 extra shots because we drank with the bartender, who was very pretty, by the way. I have never met a bartender that wasn't attractive. How long has it been since we just chatted and talked like this? That's my fault, man. I feel like I have lost sight of the heart of it, you know? I enjoy the just chatting aspect of things. Like, I think we've done a good job of that tonight because Star Rail is kind of secondary. I'm kind of mashing, but then I know when shit is getting hype, I know to like focus up, right? Like we're getting the end of a chapter exposition right now, you know? But I think we've done a good job tonight of just having a good time, having some conversations that have dick all to do with the game. We're back to honky tonk tapping. I've never heard that in my life. Thank you. I've heard the word honky tonk many times, but I don't know what it means, and at this point I'm too scared to ask. I don't want to get in trouble. You are at the end of 3.1. Good. I want to see the oh wait, yellow dialogue. We haven't found the Chrysos heir capable of bearing the Time Titan's divinity. Uh-oh. That is a different Titan than Nikador. So we have the core flame for Phanon, and we have the core flame for Time Titan.
Mighty and Hyacinth. Treeby and I devoted a millennium scouring the world, only to find these few people.
What? Oh, because they're demigods.
The capacity to assume divinity. The elite among the Chrysos heirs. We would never hastily extend our invitation without first yet we cannot.
So who in the world could they possibly get to get the divinity of the Time Titan? Wait, what? No. No, they're not gonna give it to the MC. If the MC didn't already have his remembrance path powers, I would have said, oh my god, this is how we get it, that's so cool. That ain't happening, come on. The same friends that didn't say happy birthday. You just reminded me to be petty and angry with them, bro. I'm mad all over again. How fucking dare they? You know, funny enough, one of my friends, after my birthday, they hit me up. They were like, hey man, are you planning on playing Split Fiction? Do you have a second for Split Fiction? And I was like, interesting. So your phone does work. It happens though. I really don't know how to cope with it, where it's like not a single person said happy birthday to me other than like you guys who knew, and I appreciate that a shit ton, and my girlfriend and the kids, right? But that's it. That's it. So I was just like, wow. And fellas, maybe this is too personal, but have you guys ever just looked at your phone and been like, this shit kind of dry? That's been me ever since that moment where I was like, damn, dude, I thought I was doing a good job at, like, you know, keeping relationships healthy, things like that, but maybe I was wrong. And that a little part of that was a thing that I wait, what? Oh, okay, cool. I've tried to keep a good positive relationship with people IRL and with people offline, I guess you say, like online friends, you know. There's a lot of people that I fuck with and I appreciate a ton, and I know I need to do my part in keeping conversations and relationships healthy and like actually talking to people, which I do appreciate. But sometimes it feels like if I'm not the one initiating a conversation, then a conversation is not going to happen. And the moment that clicks in my head is the worst feeling in the fucking world. Because it's like, oh, so unless I'm the one putting in the work, this conversation is just not happening. Oh, that hurts. That doesn't feel good. Good thing with 3.2, a lot of Casterus. Casterus was in a good chunk of all of Amphorius, if you ask me, which is good. She's a cool fucking character, and they're putting the spotlight on her for the majority of the Amphorius story. But it definitely looks like the back half of whatever's going on with Amphorius is going to be focused on really handsome characters. But that's cool, because I feel like, what, the Penacony story was 3.0, 3.1, and 3.2, and then it was done. We're in 3.2 of Amphorius, and it looks like it's still going. A lot of arcs in Hoyoverse games don't go beyond 3 patches, I want to say. So that's pretty cool. Tell that friend you bought Spillik Frisson they cranium. What the fuck is that sentence? I know I've been drinking, but I know I can still read. What you did to that sentence is what I'm gonna do to the next boss that I fight in this game. They about to get flipped. About to get put in the tumbler. My phone drier than the desert? Me too, dude. I'll occasionally get sent like a dank racist meme by my friends, and that's it. I'm like, yo, come on, man. I thought we was cool. I have tried to do a better job of like keeping relationships healthy, but the fucking conversations have just dried up completely. And it, to be very honest with you guys, it fucking hurts. I don't like that if I'm not hitting anybody up, nobody's gonna hit me up. I was like, I thought we were cool. And it just fucking, I don't know. I have like 2 IRL friends and we all have families. We say bye like once every 3 months to make sure we're alive and didn't do it, if that makes sense. What, play Minecraft? Yeah, I know the feeling, man. Amphorius will continue until turn of the new year when 4.0 comes out. Everything to do with 3. Anything is Amphorius? No. That's crazy because they've never done that before. They, like, with Penacony, with Genshin and all of their fucking yee ass patches, it's always been 2 to 3 patches most in order to complete a major story thing. You can still have stories take place in Amphorius, right? That makes sense. But the main story, like what Genshin would call the Archon quest, or what Zenless Zone Zero would call, what, the standard channel? I forget what they call it. But you're telling me that all of 3. Whatever is going to be main Amphorius story? Holy shit. That means that they're confident. That's Michael Jordan going like this and being like, this will now be a home run. Here I am trying to be nice. I'll remember that tomorrow night when you get packed up. Uh-oh. It's because they know about DJ Racist. I thought DJ Racist was funny. I thought DJ Racist was gonna unite us. And since we're kind of on the topic, yo, I don't know what to say or think, but the viewer count has been bad. I feel like the stream quality has not gone down in any way. We're still yapping it up, having a good time, telling silly stories, all that shit. But it feels like my viewership was just straight up cut in half or something. I already know a lot of people don't get the notification when I go live, and I have no idea why that is. But just general viewership is just... And I don't know why that is. I know it's been a while since I've just yapped it up and just, you know, game off, yap on, and I've told stories or just chatted with you guys, but for it to make that big of a difference, I don't believe that that's the reason, you know? So I don't know if I did something crazy or rude or something that like put everyone off. I know it wasn't DJ Racist. I just don't know what the fuck happened. Like, I genuinely don't know what happened where the viewership numbers dropped. And I know everybody says like, oh, don't worry about viewer count, just focus on like, it doesn't make a difference if you have 3 people watching or 100 people watching. You should give that same fucking energy and that same consistency every night if possible. Easier said than done, right? But I feel like I haven't deviated from that. The only reason I keep the viewer count available for me to look at is because if something is going poorly, I want to know and I want to see the feedback immediately. That tells me everything I need to know right there. When I was playing Doom, bro, I was hitting low lights. I was hitting record lows. I was hitting 3 viewers a night. Meanwhile, like, we were having a good time regardless, but you can't not see 3 and go, holy shit, what is happening? Right? Now, at least for me. So it's like, what am I doing wrong that my viewership, it didn't even get cut in half, bro. It feels like it got cut into like 1/3 of what it was.
Krumnoan Dynasty comes to an official close today.
Oh shit. They about to open up a Starbucks here. I actually don't get the Twitch notification either, but that's when Discord comes in. You know what's so funny? Tonight was the first night that I actually linked my Discord to the I Am Live thing. Because look, it does these, right? It says Nacho Specials Live, Nacho Specials Live. I'm a fucking idiot because until today, I have never been marking it as the @everyone. So this tab would update whenever I went live, but it would never ping people that I was going live because I never put the @everyone, see? So like a fucking idiot, it wasn't actually telling anybody that I was going live. Whoops. But I changed that because, you know, I'm planning to make a couple little changes, anything like that, in order to try my fucking best to like, I don't know why my viewership is lower than it's ever been. There's no reason for it because it's not like I switched up, you know what I mean? So it does kind of hurt the self-esteem when it's like, you're still having a good time, you're still hosting, you're still playing games and talking to people, and the viewership just pew. So I don't know, what more can I do than have a good time with you guys? I'm fulfilled in that way, so what I don't want to not do that. You know, there's only one thing to do, my lord. Kingdom Hearts on proud mode. I don't think the streets would fuck with that. I don't know if the streets would be like, oh boy, Nacho's playing that. But I am glad that you brought up Kingdom Hearts because I was going to bring it up. I always try to make, no matter what it is that we are doing or playing, I always try to make it so that even if you don't give a fuck about whatever game it is that I'm streaming, you can still pop into the stream and at least like be part of the conversation, have a good time. I try not to miss every message because I'm bad about that. I used to not be, but now I am. I try to make it so that everybody feels like, hey, you know, you can contribute to the conversation, you can have a good time, hear me yap about some story or tell a story of your own and we can talk about that, crack a bunch of jokes about how hot Phanon is, like whatever, right? But the bottom line is like, it doesn't matter what game I'm playing, we will make a good time out of it no matter what it is, right? We played Doom. Doom was fucking funny and over the top and stupid. There were only 3-4 viewers to that, you know? We play fucking Blue Prince. Blue Prince had decent viewership, but like, that shit was crazy. Not like, it fell off very quickly. And then before that, what the hell was I doing? Pokemon? I got a chief beef about Pokemon, man. Anytime I stream Pokemon, people come out, but only the people that watch me play Pokemon. It's hard not to feel a certain way about it. But please let me explain before you make any type of judgment on this. So, as a person who streams and has ambitions to stream well, I want it to be like, no matter what it is that we are streaming, you can still hang out, have a good time, feel included, be along for the ride. The fact that like I played Kingdom Hearts and that shit was booming because people care about Kingdom Hearts. I think some of my best streams were Kingdom Hearts, not just because yes, it's a very popular game that means a lot to a lot of people. And it was a very rare opportunity to watch someone play through the whole series for the first time. I think I really put like, maybe I'm a fucking cornball for saying this. I put my heart and soul into those streams because I know how much it meant to a lot of people. And I went from, bro, this shit is overhyped and mid before playing it to, oh my God, this is affecting me as a grown adult. I can't comprehend how impactful this must have been for you guys who grew up with it. On top of like, how many fucking stupid funny moments did we have playing Kingdom Hearts? We had like a boatload of very funny ass moments playing those games. And there were a lot of people that were there for those moments that are not here with us now. And I completely get, like, if you see I'm playing Star Rail, why the fuck would you pop in to watch me play Star Rail if you don't care about Star Rail? You know? Yes. And it's kind of hard to wrap that around my head. Some people are there to hang out with you in the community. Some people are there for the game. A little part of me is like, that doesn't feel good. Like, you come for the game, right? Like, if you like Star Rail, you want to watch people play Star Rail, no shade to you, right? Like, watch someone play Star Rail, awesome. But if you like the personality, if you like the attitude, I'm not going to play Star Rail all day, every day. I literally can't. At some point, there will be an end of the line, and then we'll move on to something else. Come back and visit Star Rail when there's an update. That's the cool thing about these games. But it kind of hurts when it's like, oh, you're not here for me or for any of the cool peeps who are here. You're here for the game. And that's kind of like the point where I'm at, where I am wrapping my head around that. And trying not to take it personally. And trying not to take it personally because it's hard not to. Now let me catch up with the chat because I was on my fucking rant. Kingdom Hearts Proud Mode. Vito. I was gonna, I don't know about anyone else, but I've been enjoying myself. But Owens, I appreciate that because you hang out regardless of the game, you know? Not saying anybody's obligated to do that, but I appreciate that you're always here to like give your input, tell a story, crack a joke, throw a curveball, you know? I don't play these types of games at all. I think I played like 5 minutes of Genshin like years ago, but I'm here for the homies. I fuck like exactly, I fuck with that. I almost said something stupid. It was nothing bad, just very stupid. I was gonna be like, I fuck with that. I always try to pop in even if it's a game I'm not really interested in. Well, on that end, hopefully I'm making, like, if you're not interested in a game, hopefully I'm making the stream not about the game, but interesting, like, outside of the focus, if whatever I'm saying makes any sense. And that's like the biggest goal that I could do. I could be a horror game streamer right now. I could be a Hoyoverse only streamer right now. But that doesn't interest me. That wouldn't be genuine to you, for you guys, you know? Like, bro, I'm mashing through the dialogue because, like, as much as I like Star Rail, which I really do, when something cool happens, I'll stop and pay attention. But right now, ain't nothing that crazy, you know? See, now it's interesting.
How do you intend to wield this newfound power?
He's that strong?
I shall see Nikador's aborted mission through to completion and become the strongest bulwark for Amphorius to defend against the Black Tide.
Now we're cooking. You know what I mean? Now we're cooking. Is Nacho telling us he's about to play Doki Doki? Yo, do the streets want me to play Doki Doki? I'll play some fucking Doki Doki. It's a game about 4 girls in a literature club. Surely nothing horrible happens. It's honestly how some people are. Part of Twitch where they get stuck in one community and don't care about the streamers but the game they play. I don't wanna get into that. I will play what feels comfortable and natural for me, or like something I'm genuinely excited about. Because if I ever play a game that is like my heart isn't in it, it is very obvious to you guys, and then I'm not having fun, you guys aren't having fun, nobody's having fun. But if I at least stick to stuff that I care about, or that I can make fun with you guys, then it's great, you know? Like, I fuck with Star Rail, there's incredible moments, there's dumbass memes just in this game alone, you know? I never want to put myself in a box. Objectively, if you want to grow as a streamer, you kind of have to put yourself in like a niche, but I don't care to do that. I want to play what I want to play, and I hope people join the streams to hang out with each other, and hopefully my personality's enough to carry that as a host. And I'm willing to bet on myself that is the case. I can turn any fucking game into something entertaining for you guys. To at least facilitate like being a silly host, or you guys take it from there, you know? There's been times where you guys are the ones that carry the stream and have a good ass time, you know? Y'all make it as entertaining for me as I try to make it for myself. Or for you guys too, you know? Maybe I'm saying a bunch of dumb shit. Maybe I'm like oversharing. Maybe the banana pudding has finally reached my brain. But it has, like Owens is right, it's been a while since we just talked on stream, and it's been a while since I had like the closest thing to a heart-to-heart that you could have, you know?
After assuming Nestia's divinity.
We tend to have very serious conversations periodically on this stream, where, you know, sometimes people just gotta get some shit off their chest. Pause. We do have some serious conversations here, though. 4 girls, 1 club. You decide. I literally just said we tend to have serious conversations here, and then that's the first thing I read. 4 girls, 1 club. You decide. What does that mean? You mean like a venue, or do you mean like a caveman's equip loadout? I usually enjoy most games you stream, but for the most part, it's conversations with the community and the vibe that keeps me coming back. I appreciate that feedback. That's good information to have, you know? And like, it ain't gonna be for everybody, right? I know some people take umbrage with DJ Racist. I don't know why. I don't know why. DJ Racist is just trying to get a paycheck. He's just trying to put food in his mouth, you know? Vaz, you weren't here for DJ Racist, were you? Unfortunately, I think I moved the file around in my computer, so DJ Racist, I can't play it right now. Unless I look it up. Let me see. I don't know where this came up from, but I created something called DJ Racist. Yeah, I think it's exactly what you think it is. I don't even know how I can begin to find it. The DJ? Did I name the file DJ Racist? No, I have DJ air horn sound effect. And I don't see it on Filmora either. Fuck! I think I not downloaded. I think I deleted DJ Racist. If someone wants to do the work and find it on my YouTube channel, I would appreciate it. Because not only would it give me extra hours on YouTube so I can finally get monetized, but maybe you can find DJ Racist. It was like a whole DJ producer tag that was like DJ Racist, and then it played dope ass music with like a toilet flushing, a woman screaming, and like a wah wah. That shit was funny. I think out of all the stream characters that I've created, DJ Racist is like top tier. Bath? What? Bath? We're taking a bath? Is Aglaia taking a bath? Are we
I assume you also glimpsed yours, my Demet?
What the fuck did I miss?
One day you shall die.
Oh.
Of a wound in your back.
Never mind. That's okay. Let me see this. I think I followed during the 24-hour Pokemon stream. I can't remember. Yes. I think it was during my charity 24-hour Pokemon stream that I did. And then you stuck around a lot for when I started playing Kingdom Hearts. I think I remember exactly when it was, because the night that you started like popping up and chatting way more was the exact same night that I started loving Kingdom Hearts, because it was the Peter Pan stage in Kingdom Hearts 1, where at the end of it you're like in the city and you're able to fly, and I was like, this is magical. That's exactly what I said. I remember it perfectly because it was just that impactful to me in my brain, where that certain moment of Kingdom Hearts hit me so hard. I was like, oh, I get it. It's hitting me slower than everyone else because I'm a grown-ass man playing Kingdom Hearts for the first time, but I get it, you know?
You speak the truth.
I remember the Kingdom Hearts 1 stream I joined. I never regretted following and sticking around. I remember the first time you popped up, it was in the YouTube chat, and I was playing Mario Kart. I think I was just up to my same usual bullshit where I was like, we're playing Mario Kart, everybody. May the best racist win. Huh? Because that's what we call people that race. We call them racists. Speaking of racist, are you guys excited for Mario Kart World? It is in 10 days. 10 days, bro. I got this bullshit on my face. In 10 days, we're gonna have the Nintendo Switch 2 and Mario Kart World, which means a return to racists. I don't think I ever put that in the stream title because I was too nervous, but I might just do it. I do have a community I go watch. Obviously put usually 9 times out of 10, usually not about the game, but about the person who's behind it all. That's the goal, man. That's the goal. I give a lot of streamers a chance, mostly small streamers, and give them a chance for me to hear their voice and feel their vibe. If personally you get the right vibe, serious and not serious place, I love giving streamers a chance. I think that's the strength of Twitch. You can find a streamer that you really fuck with and a community you don't have to be there every fucking night, but if you feel obliged to come back periodically just to see what they're doing and hang out, that is like the goal, you know? Like, more power to whoever that is. I have that too, you know? There are some small streamers whose communities I'm part of that I love. Anytime they're live, I have to fucking be there. For those of you wondering, my two favorite streamers are Gizmo and Jake in no particular order. Them dudes are fucking inspirational. They're funny as shit. They're creative. They like nothing feels stale or dumb with them. And I admire what they do. And low key, I kind of emulate what they do. Not that it started out that way, but the shit that they do is similar to what I do. And I love what they do. So obviously, like, it's gonna kind of overlap with, you know? I remember using Hollow Bastion. You was so lost. I think I had like 2 whole streams of just dicking around in Hollow Bastion because I was just straight up lost. It's genuinely been a fun time, even with some of the bullshit that's happened. I feel that. Thank you. Thank you guys. I don't like it's been a while since I shared some of like what's been going on in my mind. So to everybody listening, like, I do appreciate just lending me your ears even for a second, and getting the feedback even more important than that, you know? Damn, that's tasty. But no, I don't take things for granted either, you know? There are people who fight toe and nail to get 3 viewers on Twitch, to get 50 viewers on YouTube, or 50 views, not viewers. I started off really fucking strong, and things escalated and escalated and got better and better and better. And then I don't know what happened or where, but it feels like things kind of deflated for me, and I don't know where, I don't know why. It's a little hard for me to wrap my head around it because it just felt kind of sudden, you know? And so now I kind of just got to push it out of my mind and just go, hey, what would you like to do? You know, just want to have a good time, be the host more or less. And that's kind of where my head is at, you know? I just want to be a good host and have a good time with you guys. The Switch 2 is not going to change too much because it's like, we're going to add Mario Kart back to the rotation, which Bat said it right there. Mario Kart Mondays takes me back. Respectfully, man, I think the jokes that we were coming up with during Mario Kart were fucking heat. Like, heat. And not a lot of communities that play Mario Kart are as good as we do. Do it as good as we do. Sorry. English hard. However, I fucking love this community. Y'all are funny as hell. Y'all are actually... Oh my god, I just kicked the shit out of my computer. I'm sorry. Y'all are, like, actually funny as hell. I wouldn't change that. I wouldn't change that at all. But at the same time, I do want to grow. I want to do better. There's a lot of really cool people out there who would be a great addition to this community. And, you know, it's up to me to put in the work, you know, do better, gooder clips, actually make good, engaging content. Like, if I were to go bowling and set up all the shit for an IRL stream, maybe I'm crazy, but I think that would be really fucking fun. I don't know why bowling is what I keep going back to, but like, bro, there's not a lot to do around here. And I've been meaning to go bowling. I wanna fucking do something, you know? I went to Topgolf 2 weeks ago, had an amazing time. And my brain is warped where I'm like, Twitch chat would have made this a little nicer. My brain is slowly becoming like content guy. Oh, gotta sneeze. Did I mute it in time? I hope I did. Whew. But yeah. Also lend out kneecapping services, especially for people named Lester. Yeah, fuck ass Lester guy putting dirt in a soda and shipping it out for $40. Actually, it wasn't $40. It was like 40 for 6. That's still too much for Pain. But yeah, like we had incredible Kingdom Hearts streams. We had some surprisingly good Overwatch streams. And a lot of the people that we met have just... And maybe that's me being too parasocial, but I'm like, damn, where'd you guys go? We used to talk all the time and now we don't. Sag. I don't know. Just overthinking it, right? I definitely want to talk to the other characters before we skedoodle. Where is... Actually, no. Why am I talking to them if I'm just gonna walk away anyway? Well wishes. We be dropping some bangers. Maybe I'm conceited, but like 100%, bro. We actually do be dropping some bangers. You think I could come up with DJ Racist by myself? No. Where am I going? What are we doing? Where's the damn elevator in this bitch? I do love Star Rail. I don't exactly remember what got me into it other than it has to do with Boot Hill, because he was a yee ass cowboy in this space exploration game, which that's how it was marketed to me. And then we started playing it. The music was a banger. The combat is really good because it's like a little bit reminiscent of Persona. And I was like, oh, this is really nice actually. At first I was like, why would I spend money on gacha characters for an RPG combat game? But the more I played it, the more I was like, no, I want to support this. This game is incredible. If you ask me what my favorite games were right now, I would say number 1 is Zenless Zone Zero for sure, right? I live and breathe that game. That game speaks to me on a whole nother level. Number 2 is probably Monster Hunter, but the content for that hasn't been... It's a game that's still coming out. They haven't done their first big DLC patch. Like, it's a slow drip of periodic content. I even did Arc Tempered Raid Dao, and I didn't even stream it. If you guys wanted to watch me fight Raid Dao, my bad. That shit was fun. Also, for those of you who play Monster Hunter, go play it right now, okay? Please go play it right now. The update for 3, 4, 5. Uh-oh. Puzzle Master. Oh, shit. Why did I make it more complicated than it was? Oh! Yeah, that's my bad, y'all. That's my bad. I'm playing it dumb as shit. Bop, bop, bop. Oh, wait, no. Oh, no. Alright, I'm gonna actually have to use my noggin for this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. So now we go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. The Puzzle Master cannot be stopped. I really felt welcomed in the Monster Hunter world. I was scared to play because I'm not good, but y'all was so fun. Oh, if you're talking about when we did Wilds, dude, I will join you whenever you ask me. I am looking for any excuse to play Monster Hunter. That shit is so much fun. And it was very funny because you were playing Hammer and Owens was playing Dual Blade. And on the first beta, I played with one of you guys. On the second beta, I played with the other guy. And it was funny as shit. Like, y'all could not play more different. You, like, to me, Bats and Owens are like Tom and Jerry. The like, goofy-ass beef, but it's all love, is so fucking funny to me. Anytime y'all are in the Discord arguing, oh... I be chatting it up and just seeing that shit and laughing my ass off. Oh my god. I got tired of Star Rail ads, so I downloaded it. The story got me, the character design got me. Yes, me too. Me too. Boo Hill came out, and the whole thing with me is like, oh, I love cowboys. Cowboys are so funny. And, and then I started playing Star Rail with the yee ass cowboy character, and Boot Hill was very fun to play. There was actual strategy in playing Star Rail, and then I kind of just stuck around. The story for Belobog was good. Wildfire is incredible. It was very emotional. The story with the, what the hell is it called? The Xianshao, the Lao Fu, whatever the fuck. Mid, all the way until the end when it gets good again with Fentilia. And then everything with Penacony, yo, people's butts were glued to the seats. Everybody showed up for Penacony. Everybody was like, oh shit, let's go. It was amazing, and I loved it. Like, the energy for Penacony was so peak. You know? Oh, man. But there's been a couple little stream eras here and there, some better than others, right? Like, when me and Vaughn were grinding our butts off to try to get the Discord Kitten title, oh my god. Maybe that's to me personally, but those are some of my favorite streams. It was so funny. Fuck that game, bro. Fuck Overwatch. Oh my god. We were like doing the math. We were like, bro, if we grind really hard, if we play like 7 games a day, we might just have enough XP to get the Discord Kitten title. Like, we were mathing it out and playing almost every fucking night for a stupid title for a game that I don't even play anymore. Think about that. And that little era of streaming was so much fucking fun to me. Aw, damn it, I didn't mean to talk to the craftsman. No, that's okay. Whatever. When Terra and Riku teamed up and Nacho was like, they touched tips? I love that you guys remember specific moments like that. I'll never forget the rage Nacho felt with the Kingdom Hearts 3 data fights. Why was Vanitas built like that? Vanitas was the worst one, right? We blitzed fucking Justin Timberlake. We fought Handlebar Girl. We fought everybody, and the one that was the hardest was Vanitas. And then Bald Man. Bald Man was fucking crazy. But that shit was satisfying. And then after that, I did not have enough energy left in the tank to try and beat Cole Sprouse. I was like, alright, this boss is like actually bullshit. I can't do this. But I have a newfound respect for anybody who did like the hardest fights in Kingdom Hearts. That shit is no joke. If you want to know what true pain and despair feels like, go fucking fight an optional boss in Kingdom Hearts. That should be making you feel like a 7-year-old with no muscles. Just no impact sounds. Meanwhile, they slap the shit out of you, send you to the next decade like it's nothing. Respect, respect. I'll never forget the stream when you fought Sunday. Oh, that was good, man. Funny enough, I was thinking about that stream just today. I was thinking about when we fought Sunday, which was the end of 3.2, I believe. No, 2.2. At the end of 2.2, before I had even fought the boss, I had not one, I had 2 people trying to give me unsolicited advice onto how to fight the boss before I had even seen what the fucking boss looked like. And after getting, not getting backseated, but after getting so many attempts at backseating over and over and over and over and over again, low-key, I blew up. I was like, damn, I'm not even in the boss fight, and y'all are already backseating me. And that's when I put up a thing on the Discord. I was like, yo, last night was too fucking far. Y'all are telling me how to fight and beat a boss before I can even experience it for me for the first fucking time. Part of the fun of a stream, especially if it's a new game or something that's new to me, is trying to figure it out and the reaction to that and everything like that. You're straight up just taking the moment away if you're just going, do this, bring this guy, you're not ready. Oh, I put money that he definitely doesn't beat it first try. That just made the fact that I did in fact beat the boss on the first try way better. Everyone else struggled with that boss on the first try. Somehow I fucking didn't. Y'all almost, when I say y'all, I don't mean you guys, I mean backseaters. They almost took that moment from me, because if they were trying to tell me how to play the game, then that negates how cool it is that this hard ass boss everyone has trouble with, I fucking beat it on the first try. You know? That's good. That's epic. That's fun. I hate backseaters, bro. There's a difference between like you're giving information and then you're trying to tell me how to play, because you know the feeling and it gives you that irritation in the back of the brain that makes you go, here, you take the controller, you want to play so fucking bad, you do it. You know? Vanitas was definitely built different. Xehanort was a whole different beast. Why was Xehanort that much crazier? And it took a bald man to defeat another bald man, because Spieler was the one who was like, Nacho, I think you could block during this one specific frame. And then when I did that, I beat him in like 3 more tries. Still trying to see why I say Maleficent is fine. Apart from the ghastly green skin, she do be kind of fine. Maleficent built like a Clydesdale, bro. She just kind of got it. Did he just say eat more greens? Get the fuck out of here. This show is funny, bro.
I bear the divine within me. I can get the vague feeling that with this departure, fear that I will never again.
Oh no.
Can I? You have my gratitude. Yes.
Uh-oh, we got a selfie with the fellas. Snap that shit, Chief. Oh, okay, yeah, I was about to say. All right, now one where we're serious. Them boys is dry, not a single smile to be seen. Thank you. Every time anyone talks about the Craftsman in Star Rail, I can think about a conversation that happened the last about him doing Casterus. Him doing what? Seeing you win first try was satisfying. It was a frustrating stream. I remember it was because you talked about it a couple streams later and you were like, bruh, I just remembered that stream where you fought Sunday and got mad all over again. You know how annoying that stream must have been for you to watch it, be annoyed, and then a couple days or weeks later, you remembered that stream and got annoyed. How upset do you think I was? If I have to make a fucking Discord announcement being like, yo, stop fucking backseating me, please. Don't like that is the boiling point. That's like, hey, you've gone too far if I have to do this. And I don't mean you Owens or anybody here even, but just in general, like I've gotten timed out on another person's stream for the accusation of backseating. I've told this story so many fucking times. I'll give you the TLDR. Somebody was playing RE4, the new one that came out like last year. Beautiful game. Play it if you can. And just that same day, I watched a YouTube video that was like, hey, did you know if you throw this grenade over a bridge, it saves you 3 hours of gameplay? Because you're basically sequence breaking because it's destroying the thing that you can shoot in the bridge to make you skip, blah, blah, blah. It's like a 3-hour skip. And I was like, oh my God, that's so cool. Because I don't do skips in my streams or my games. So when the person that I was watching just happened to be on that exact same thing, I was like, oh shit, let me type it up. I was like, hi, my name is Nacho. I didn't actually say that. And I was like, I saw a skip earlier today that showed this exact bridge and this exact skip. if you throw a grenade over there, blah, blah, blah. And then I got timed out, and the streamer was like, yeah, I don't appreciate, we're not doing any skips here tonight. I was already timed out, so I couldn't explain. I wasn't telling you to do it. I was just saying I saw a skip that you can do here. And that feels like shit. At the same time, looking at his perspective, I was like, okay, fine, you can consider that me backseating if you really fucking stretch for it. But yeah. I only help or give advice if they verbally ask for help or advice. Some people are shitheads. Yes, exactly. Some people will watch like the slightest bit of friction that a streamer's dealing with and go, oh boy, I better fucking help. You know, like get out of their chair like, oh, my time has come. And it's like, no. If you solve the streamer's problem every time they run into a problem, not only are you taking that aha moment away from them if they do eventually solve it, it just makes it a worse experience for the person playing and everybody watching. That stream is the one time I've ever been truly upset in chat and say something about it. Dude, it had never been that bad. There was one person, I'm not gonna single them out, but like they were backseating like a motherfucker the whole time. Most of the time I could just ignore it, you know? But literally like the moment that the game is loading up the boss fight to be like, pick your team, and they're already giving me advice, I'm like, whoa, fucking stop. You know, like that's when you got to put your foot down and be like, this is crossing the line. You're about to get timed out. Or worse. Some Pokemon Nuzlocke streams gave me PTSD. I'd be like, let my man rock. With Pokemon specifically, I need to like really lay the law down. Because nothing is gonna annoy me more than somebody backseating me with Pokemon. I have 20 fucking 6 years of Pokemon knowledge built up to the point where I know every type advantage, type weakness, abilities, unique goofy ass moves that I should keep an eye out for. I know all the variables. I even know Nuzlocke strats, right? The very last thing that I want to hear is somebody backseating me on how to do my Nuzlocke. Because I'm not here to play the game and have you give your opinion on how I should be doing things. A Nuzlocke is a very specific type of journey. It's a very specific, like, it's a drama, bro. If I make a mistake, so be it. It makes the Nuzlocke more fucking fun. And I've had it be the other way, where I uploaded a Nuzlocke video on YouTube and I had the most pretentious, non-grass touching, mouth breathing, bitch ass, dumbass ass and ass that I have ever seen in my fucking life try to like condescendingly be like, oh, congrats on your Nuzlocke win. You know, real Nuzlockers would have played this Nuzlocke hack or this Nuzlocke hack. But, you know, most people could beat this game with a Caterpie, but hey, you won your Nuzlocke, so, you know, congratulations to you. I'm like, damn, you's a bitch. You know, like... And since we're on the topic, I'm not going to name names, but if you know, you know. There was another streamer who does Nuzlocks, but they don't know Pokemon the way that I know Pokemon. That doesn't fucking mean anything. It's just they don't have as much experience. They streamed a Nuzlocke that was by far the most unpleasant content that I've ever seen on Twitch. They would make fun of them for very easy mistakes, and I would go, well, how can you be upset with them? Or like, how could you make fun of them when they're doing their best, basically going in fucking blind? Because if you don't know, you don't know. And it kept on and kept on and kept on. Somehow this fucking person made it all the way to the Elite Four But the shitty comments continue. They're like, oh my god, how could you not know Machop has guts? How could you not know that this guy has this ability or this one obscure move that is unique to them? If you don't know, you don't know. You're basically playing a blind playthrough every time. And guess what? Joke's on them, because after that Nuzlocke, that person basically sort of be like, yo, this has been such a shitty ass experience. I am not gonna do Pokemon Nuzlocks anymore. So good job, assholes. You just made this person not want to play Pokemon by gatekeeping. And that shit was infuriating to me as somebody watching, but also understanding like, hey man, you're doing the best you can walking through a fucking minefield. Stop being, and this is not to the person, this is to everybody who was being an elitist about it. Stop assuming everyone has 25, 26, 28 years of Pokemon knowledge when they play the fucking game. If you're a casual Pokemon player and you're doing a Nuzlocke, good fucking luck. And to the shitheads that like to be elitist fucks because you know more about Pokemon than someone who doesn't care to know that much, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, you know?
See those kids over there?
And I just see that way more often than I should. Why should my knowledge of Pokemon be equal to anybody else's when there's so much depth and interactions? It like actually got me heated to where there was one stream I was like, hey, friendly reminder, this person doesn't know Pokemon like that. Everyone should really chill the fuck out and like take a step back and realize y'all are kind of being assholes about this. And that's one thing I really don't tolerate. I wish somebody would be an asshole in this stream so I could fucking strap him down to a cactus, you know? That doesn't really happen though. But you get my point. Some Pokemon Nuzlocke, I read that. Even the Kingdom Hearts stream wasn't that bad. Yeah. With Kingdom Hearts though, like if I do ask for advice, it's because I need it. Because that game can be very esoteric at times. The thing with Star Rail is it's not a one-time works, no other team didn't. It's a game where basically anything can be solved with any format of any 4 characters. Exactly, like if there's that much variety to how you can tackle a problem, why does anyone feel the obligation to pipe in and be like, okay, here's what you need to do? One, there is no piece of content in Star Rail that is that difficult or challenging that it requires a very specific playstyle to do. Unless you're doing like the endgame content with like Pure Fiction or MOC or some shit, then it's like, hey, this type of team might work better than another. But I'll be damned if you tell me what fucking characters, what items, what relics to be putting on a character before I can even fucking see what the boss looks like and what it does. That's obsessive. That's insane. Shut the fuck up. You know? I'm getting mad about it just thinking about it. I remember some dude got banned in Kingdom Hearts 2 streams for spoilers when I said countless times in the first playthrough. Let's talk about that. Good idea. So that whole thing, I remember very clearly because I was like, you just weren't reading. It was a person I was playing, was it Kingdom Hearts 2 or was it Birth by Sleep? Because I remember the Birth by Sleep one. I was playing Birth by Sleep, I was playing as Aqua, and there was a cutscene, or maybe it was Kingdom Hearts 2, I'm sorry. There was a cutscene where there was a character that you would be like, oh shit, this guy just showed up. But technically, we shouldn't have known who that was, but we did. And so the person was like, hey, Nacho, pay attention to this cutscene. One, that's a red flag. How dare you tell me what to do on my stream? Two, the fact that I was like, oh shit, I think that's this guy. I wonder what happens next. And that had them take that as an invitation to be like, I should tell him that he shows up in Kingdom Hearts 3. That's what I should do. That's the smart thing to do. Why the fuck, if I'm playing Kingdom Hearts 2, why would you tell me that a certain character appears in Kingdom Hearts 3? 30 hours of gameplay after where I'm supposed to be. If I'm playing Kingdom Hearts 3, that means 2. If I'm playing Kingdom Hearts 2, that means I'm also playing the fucking 2.8 final chapter prologue. That means that I'm also playing fucking 358 over 2 days. That means I'm playing Birth by Sleep. And that means that I'm watching the Kingdom Hearts X fucking story trailer thing. Thank God that exists. A lot of people where can't be casual of a game and stream a day without people trying to tell you what to do. Just because I'm a casual doesn't mean I'm brain dead. Let me learn it myself and try. That's exactly it. I think you nailed it. People who are not casuals of a game, who are passionate, which is nothing wrong with that, people will take it way too seriously. Like, let's say, God forbid, bro, I'm like, this Devil May Cry shit, I've heard so much about it, and I just watched the anime on Netflix. Let me play some Devil May Cry. And some motherfucker shows up to your Devil May Cry stream and is like, how come bro isn't jump canceling? How come he's not doing a 980 hit combo with one hand with his other hand strapped to like a wasp nest? There's some casual shit over here going on. What the fuck? Let me backseat him as hard as I can. It's like, no, that's not your right. If you're dipping your toes in Devil May Cry, you are doing the equivalent of grabbing them by the back and hard shoving them into the deep end of the pool. Don't fucking ruin another person's experience just because you've already gone through that experience a dozen times. And while we're on that topic, let's talk about From Software. Oh, brother. The FromSoft fans might actually be the most obnoxious fans of video games, period. Even more than Pokemon Nuzlocke dick riders. Because FromSoft fans expect you to do a level 1, butt-ass naked, let me run through the whole game with a club playthrough. And if you're just doing a normal playthrough of the game, or, oh, let me try this build because I've never done it before, they go, oh, well, you're a pussy. This doesn't count. And other outrageous dumb bullshit that doesn't make any sense. If you want to be a masochist, by all means. You want someone to tie your balls together and flick them every time you take damage in the game? You fucking do that. I'm here to play a game and have fun with my chat. If you want to stick your hand in a wasp nest and have someone with a gun to the back of your head and get your dick sucked by Halle Berry while you're playing the game, I'm basically just describing Swordfish at that point. You feel free to do that. Don't fucking force your arbitrary dumb bullshit rules on anybody else. Let people play fucking video games the way they want to fucking play video games. Because at the end of the day, it's video games.
Thank you for aiding me in
And like, I got so tilted when I was playing Kingdom Hearts and this dude was like, you should really pay attention to this cutscene. Pay attention to my balls in your mouth, bro. I'm gonna ban you.
No need to think.
I think I was in ads when I said that, so for anybody who heard that, my bad. That's my bad. It was the end of 2. They kept bringing up Aqua and they were talking about either Xigbar or Xemnas. Thank you. I remember that now. It's like the Elden Ring combo. You didn't beat Melania with no armor with a ladle. Okay, that's actually really funny. You didn't beat Melania with no armor and a ladle. Noob couldn't be me. Yo, you're so right. I really hope you guys aren't in ads. Let me flash the fucking ad thingy real quick. Oh. Are you guys back from ads? Let me know. Bats, I just read what you said. You couldn't beat Melania without a ladle. You're telling me you couldn't beat Melania with a can of Bush's baked beans? What are you, a fucking idiot? Oh my god, dude. Oh my god. Bats, that is the funniest shit I've read on Twitch, bro. Oh my god. Hell yeah, I'm gonna use Rivers of Blood if I wanna. Oh, excuse me, the fuck I wanna win. No, you're completely right. If the game allows you to use the Mimic tier, fuck I look like not using the strongest thing to increase my chances of winning. What, Pride? You know what's cooler than Pride? Progressing through the fucking game.
I've never managed to cut off my destiny.
Although the Mimic Tear is a little crazy, I ain't gonna lie. That shit is too much. Tie your balls together and flick them is diabolical. People play FromSoft games as if their dick and balls are tied tightly and someone is gonna flick them the moment you take any damageless run, balls tied speed run. And then the moment you get hit, boing! I don't get it. It's video games. Play them how you want. If someone wants to play a chill run, let them play a chill run. If you want to do a masochist slap you in the face run, cool, bro. Just don't enforce that type of shitty behavior on someone else. So you're telling this and this doesn't work great, or I'm not using this right. Eventually I'll find out I'm not doing something right. I either hit a wall or realize something not right. Like eventually the game will give signs that your playstyle is okay, but you can improve on it. That's exactly it. You can always do better, but to take the chance from somebody to realize it themselves is stupid to me. It's always been stupid to me, and it always will be, and it probably will always be that way in general as long as you're playing fucking video games. Everyone has their 2 cents. There's times where you can go like, hey, maybe this build won't work, maybe this gun won't work, maybe this strategy that you're doing won't work. And if you're a streamer, it'll probably happen a lot because it's like you're worried about playing the game, entertaining, talking to the chat, keeping a lot of shit in mind, keeping track of a lot of things. At some point, you're gonna fuck up on one of those. So if you're trying to figure out a strategy on an enemy that takes a specific strategy to win against, yeah, you're gonna crash your head against that quite a bit trying to figure it out. I get it. But have patience. And I'm not talking about you guys. You guys are fucking amazing. I love this community. I wouldn't change a thing. But in general, people need to be okay with watching someone struggle and learn to overcome those struggles. Otherwise, you're just watching a motherfucker blitz through a game like it's nothing. Where's the fun in that? I don't know. On my mama, that's why I don't play Souls games. I feel that. The Mimic Tear is OP, I can't lie. It is too much. It is a little too much. There's one thing a Saiyan will always have, and it's their pride. I have a Vegeta poster. Nobody said anything about the Goku poster that I have behind me. I have a Vegeta poster too, and a Goku Black poster. I just haven't figured out like how I want to do the decorations on this room that I have, because I want to do like the shelves with the dual blades and the Sora Kingdom Hearts. I know I got him there for now, but like that's temporary. He deserves his own little shelf.
I'm going to find out if the criminal
I beat Bloody Palace with Virgil with Infinite Double Trigger. A win is a win. Bro, Bloody Palace is hard as shit. If you want to have fun and put Infinite Double Trigger, fuck it. Go stupid, you know? I get it. I play every DMC game with the super characters of Infinite Double Trigger. Kiss my ass. If you need to do Infinite DT to see the end of the content, I'm not mad at you for it, because that shit is hard. Like, for those who don't know, if you play Dante and you get to the end of Bloody Palace, you fight fucking Virgil. And if you play Virgil with the Bloody Palace and you get to floor 100, you fight Dante. Respectfully, bro, Dante is way harder to fight than Virgil. Virgil, you're used to him, you know what he can do. Dante has Royal Guard. If you hit Dante while he has Royal Guard active, he's gonna blast your ass to the next zip code. He'll literally see like a giant red totem on the screen, and then he'll fucking go, whoo, and then you're dead. Imagine like an hour of perfect play for fucking Royal Guard to ruin your Saturday afternoon. Now you got a day drink just to get over it. It's hard. I don't fucking blame you. Some hard shit, man. Entertainment wise, you should think doing odd runs playing in fun but chaotic would be entertaining because you're not playing how everyone else is playing. Exactly! This is what gets boring. Seeing 30 people play the same game the same way with people, units of characters and repeat, you would think the people join seeing someone else play differently. There are streamers who make their whole niche, I play a specific game, but the wrong way. And it's fun because it's like a new lens on 20, 30-year-old ground, you know? But then everybody's like, no, you're doing it wrong. No, you're not doing it the way I want to do it. And then it becomes a fucking problem. Nacho, you know what I'm about to say to that last poster. Does it start with don't shoot? I think it starts with don't shoot, just a guess. And that Sin DT is nutty. It is crazy that they incorporated Sin Devil Trigger into DMC5's Bloody Palace. That shit is crazy. Like, what the fuck is that nuke? Is actually crazy. I've never streamed DMC5 after becoming established, whatever you want to take of that meaning. I do plan to play the whole DMC series at some point, but it's gonna take a little bit. There's a lot of games that I want to cover, like from start to finish as a series, but we'll get to that eventually. That being said, with Steel, I don't like Kai, but I respect her for playing Elden Ring, to be honest. I'm surprised you don't like Kai. As a streamer, looking at him, there's a lot of things that he does that I'm like, whatever. Right? But I can see why so many people like him and like watching him. But with what you're saying, right? Him playing Elden Ring, huge. Because he's not a gamer. And he went right into the deep end, played fucking Elden Ring. I hated Elden Ring. That's my hot take. I despise Elden Ring. I think that's a bad game. I think Elden Ring is a poorly made game that gets severely overhyped. But I know I'm in the minority in that conversation. I know my opinion is not shared by the majority of players. But I think Elden Ring is like... It's a big map that's fucking empty. But people get fooled by the big map and go, oh my god, there's so much to do. No, there's not. There's not. Shut up. But alright, fellas. We are going to have to cut it here. We've gone for 3 hours and 40 minutes. This has been a wonderful stream. But I think it's time to... We gotta call it here because I want to catch the game tonight. And my girlfriend just came home with a bunch of wings. I heard her walk through the door. She will not be able to slip anything past me. If you're not following the stream, consider dropping a follow. We're at 499, so you get to be number 500 if you subscribe or follow right now. Right now. But no, we hit 500 like a week ago, and then we hit 500 a second time. And somehow it went down to 499, so we're gonna hit 500 3 times, maybe 4, who knows. Guys, on a real note, thank y'all so much for hanging out. This has like actually been a really fun stream, and I appreciate all of you. I really do. We're gonna raid out to one of my favorite streamers. This man is consistent, he is funny, he is intelligent, and I trust him to entertain you guys while I'm offline. This channel is intended for mature audiences. But seriously, we're going to do more Star Rail tomorrow because we are still not done with the story and I want to catch up. Okay? And then after that, we might do Zenless Zone Zero story. That'll be significantly faster. And by next week, we're going to be playing fucking Mario Kart World. Which means... Oh, hold on. DJ Racist in the house. This is the craziest raid message I've ever seen. Please do me the favor of copying that and pasting it. Otherwise, I'm gonna look like a psychopath, okay? Stick around for the raid. Good Game Gizmo is one of my top 2 favorite streamers, the other being my twin brother, Jake Twitchin. Please show Gizmo some love, okay? Copy paste that message. DJ Racist in the house. He'll be, I don't know what he's gonna say to that. Oh, this music is amazing. Alright, We're gonna read out to Gizmo. I think he's playing Mario. What is he playing? Yeah, he's playing Super Mario World. More streams tomorrow. We're gonna play some more Star Rail. I hope everybody had a wonderful night. We are going to continue the fun tomorrow, alright? Everyone have a good night. I love you all. Please be safe. See you all tomorrow. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.